Welcome back to 1010's podcast. Michael, Adam, Robbie, Kanga Motorsports. Motorsports
Studio.
We're nice enough to give you some vinyl for your track day machine.
Yeah, I procrastinated really bad, and then sent him some vinyl, and it showed up Monday, and he cut it, and
he bailed you out for some vinyl.
What do you put when you put the?
That transfer.
Yeah,
shit.
he put the transfer paper on it, cut it all out, weeded it, the whole thing, and mailed it to me 2 days, so it'll be here tomorrow, so I can have it slapped on the car, so it can be ready on Friday.
So many thanks to James for bailing you
My
out.
sponsor, Kanga Motorsports.
Attaboy.
KangaMotorsports.com. Go there.
Yeah, you told those people, Robbie. It's action. They always talk about in advertising, what's your take action? What's the action plan? And just go to the website.
Go to the website
There
and look
is-
at things.
There
Watch
is
the
useful
YouTube
information on
videos.
there.
Read the articles.
There is useful information,
Yep.
tech
Super
information
useful.
for Datsuns or otherwise.
Yes, absolutely.
Even if you don't own a Datsun or a Spec Racer Ford, there's useful articles there. I remember last year, a number of the guys on the Champ Car team that I was part of used his article to wire their helmets. Worked great.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yep.
Just if you don't own those cars, doesn't mean he's not going to have something useful for you.
Something useful for everybody.
That fittings video that he made,
Super useful.
ridiculous.
There you go.
Ridiculous.
I didn't know all the things I didn't know about
Right?
AN fittings.
Right?
And now I know.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I love AN fittings. They're great.
they're
I mean, I don't love
great.
paying for them, but I love AN fittings. They're very expensive.
yeah.
But they are very useful. My whole power steering system is AN fittings now.
Everything should be AN fittings all the
Absolutely.
Not by choice.
time. That happens.
But it's better that way.
If anybody has any questions about adapting GM motors with GM power steering pumps to run RX-7 steering racks,
Yep.
I know how to do it now.
Me too.
You could
I couldn't
add-
find any
you can add
information
it.
about it online. Zero.
You should have made a
there's a
YouTube video.
zero.
We could have
Yeah,
put
we
that
should
up.
have.
And
Oh well.
Well, it was more like this is for sure going to explode. Like
People-
this is going to blow power
Yeah, but then
steering
that's more
fluid.
content.
Not explode, but blow power steering
there've been
fluid all over my engine.
multiple people who have made comments on your
Villains.
your villain's angle kit video about like, oh, that was. I've been trying to
least you
decide,
can
and
see
this
it
is
now.
super useful. Thank you.
Does anybody actually? How many people have watched it?
Like 1,000?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Well,
done
that's useful.
fairly
then.
well.
There we go.
See,
We did
you
something
were more useful than you thought you were.
like just in general, yeah.
Yeah.
Like life.
Just
My
put-
life has been fulfilled. Robbie told some people about some vinyl. I told some people
Yeah, but
about
I still
budget
get-
angles.
But a bunch
I
of
s-
people think that Robbie's a racist asshole for that.
I refer to
video.
it as Chinese vinyl.
So that makes
Did you buy it from China?
Yeah, it
makes
took
him a-
4 weeks to get here.
And the emails were clearly ran through Google Translate because the words weren't in the right order.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Did you buy it on eBay?
Yes.
Your favorite place to shop for?
Actually,
Car
Amazon.
accessories.
Amazon's been my go-to lately.
Amazon is
that
surprisingly good. For
Is that a
car
move
parts.
up? I think that
No.
might be a move up.
It's
It just means
it's a move.
It just means it gets it faster. It
No,
is
no, it
decent.
doesn't.
Really?
No, I don't think so. Not necessarily.
I ordered a book. I ordered a book, and apparently it was coming from Europe, and it's still not here. It's been 5
the only
weeks.
things that you're guaranteed to get in that time frame are stuff they stock in their prime warehouses.
What fucking book? We can't read a regular book. What are you doing?
But I didn't realize it was coming from Europe. It's a Hunter S. Thompson's Hell's Angels book. I was like, oh, that's
Jesus
not
Christ! Call me a snob. Ordering books from Europe.
Is it leather bound?
Oh,
Is it
it's
the first
like
edition?
It's a used library book. for
Relax
God's
there,
sake.
Ron
It costs
Burgundy.
Like $4.
Take it down a notch.
It costs
Does your
$4.
house smell like rich mahogany?
Well, yeah, but not because of that book.
No, yeah, because of all the other
All the
books you
other-
bought
because
from
of
Europe.
because of the bookshelf.
Yeah,
Shelves. I have 2.
Oh, sorry.
Europe. It's walnut.
The wall.
Yeah.
The book wall.
Those were free. That came out
It's
of
African
you have-
library.
Do you have a
rosewood,
fake
you
book
know.
that you pull and
This
it
shit
opens
spins
up
around.
and your panic room is back behind
That's none
there?
of your. That's none of your business.
Yeah, see, exactly.
So
Exactly.
there's a house that I did a bunch of AV work at the last place I worked at.
Yep.
Legit had that.
I don't.
If I had the means, I would.
You
would be-
pull it.
I could do it.
Pull
There's
a
a one
fake
room I could
book.
do it to.
I don't remember what it was titled, but you pull the book and you could hear it go click like this loud clunk, and then
you
you
could
could just
spin it.
no, you just rolled it to the side.
Ooh.
It just was on a track and just moved
Huh.
a few feet to the left, and then you walked in the panic room.
Have you seen the headboard that if you smack it, a shotgun falls out of it?
Oh, yeah, I've
You seen
that.
this?
I've seen that.
That's dope.
That could be dangerous.
Yeah, like if somebody else was in the bed and you dropped a shotgun on them.
Yeah, not good. That's
Best case scenario, you get a black eye.
Right.
nothing good's gonna come out of that.
No, it's really not a good idea. Like you shouldn't have like a trapdoor shotgun in your bed. I'm for Second Amendment, but
Yeah,
I'm just
but-
saying, like, just take a
There's just a certain
take a step back.
Yeah, there might be certain places that
yeah,
we
these
should
are-
just keep guns
These
out
are people
of.
that have like
Too many
dehydrated food in their
have,
basement.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
they
saying?
have
a
a
panic
they have
room?
not a panic room. It's like a bomb shelter.
Right, they bought one of those shipping
Yeah.
containers and buried it in their backyard.
Yep.
My old boss really wanted to do that.
Why would you?
No, he just
What's-
thought that they were good places to store things and that you could get them cheap. It wasn't
He's not
that
wrong.
Oh.
He's
It
not
wasn't
wrong.
that he was some doomsday nutcase. He was a nutcase, but not a doomsday one.
Here's what I want to do.
Okay.
With shipping containers is I want to build a house out of
This
shipping
is totally
containers.
on
Have you
topic.
seen this shit?
Yes. I've
People
seen
that build like modern houses out
Okay.
of shipping containers. They're
literally
the
first search.
fucking sick. They are sick.
When I was in,
I don't know if they would stand up to Iowa climate, but it's
yeah, they would.
I don't
Well,
know why
when I
wouldn't.
was in
You just have to
Philly,
insulate it.
they retrofitted a pier, and then all the like office buildings were those shipping containers, and like all these artists were doing stuff out of them.
really.
Yep.
You have a picture of something there?
Like at the house that you were talking
Look
about.
at that.
Oh, that's pretty rad, actually. I'm into that.
You just how many ever shipping containers you want, you just place them and then have somebody design the house.
I do wonder, like, with our extreme shifts in temperatures and metals expansion and contraction with temperature, that would probably be hard to design in a radical climate like ours.
No, because those things go through hell.
Yeah, I know, but
He's just talking about them moving
but
and
I'm
the
talking
glass
like
and stuff.
yeah, like if you put glass or drywall on there, and then that stuff's
You'd have to have a lot of
Expansion
expansion.
and contraction.
expansion
Seemed to be
joints.
fine
Yeah.
for all the offices in Philly.
you think that until 10 years down the road, they realize 5 years down the road, they realize this was a terrible idea.
Fair
You might-
enough.
you
'Cause
might
that's
just have
never
to
happened
You
in
might just have to
construction.
replace all your
Windows
your-
and
Well, no, just recaulk everything and
yeah.
That's never
drywall
happened in
patching all the
construction
time.
before. So
I don't know. I just think that that's cool.
You
it
should
is
do it.
cool.
I'm not opposed to doing it. Let's knock this bitch down.
Make a hell of a studio.
That'd be good content. Me just destroying this house with a sledgehammer.
They did it on Grand
Top-
Tour already.
Not Grand Tour, yeah.
Sorry. By the way, the Grand Tour is literally listening to our show and then just doing our news.
Yes.
Have you noticed that? Every fucking episode, they've done something that we have done.
We covered like 6
Almost
months.
every single one.
6 months prior, I'll literally go, Jess, we talked about this.
Yeah, who's copying who now, bitch? Have you watched it?
I guess I haven't noticed that.
Yeah, they've been doing our news.
Conversation Street
I'll
has
bet
one
I'm-
news topic that we've
I'm
already
probably 3 to 4 episodes behind.
Oh no, I think it's like 3. I mean, I was like,
it's
they fucking did another one.
covered. There was one that I think we almost had almost the same. Like, just complete news was the same as one of our episodes.
It's really weird.
It's super. Yeah.
Go back and watch
Those sons of
conversations.
bitches.
I'll be waiting for my check.
Dude, I wouldn't even be mad about that. Like, if one of their producers is a fan,
That'd be awesome.
hit me up.
We
At
could-
me, bro.
We could totally collaborate, like on Drive Tribe, like we tried to do in Vegas.
Yeah, absolutely. We could do stuff. You could.
We
come
could
on
do
the
a
show.
challenge. Think of what we could do if somebody gave us like several thousands of dollars.
dude.
Lots
Even
of
like
stuff.
$1,000,
Yeah.
let alone several thousands.
Let's start with 1,000 because we don't know what may happen.
Yeah, their budget's ridiculous. You give us 1,000, we'll stretch it for a long ways.
It's like more than a year's budget for us.
Yeah.
Do you think? I mean, surely that's making money, right? Because it's been renewed for like 5
No,
seasons
yeah.
now.
How do you define making money with that, though?
That's
think
a great question. I have
Yeah,
no idea.
it's probably something to do with subscriptions, like for Amazon Prime, and then like views.
Yeah, they
It's like
must
a-
break views down into a dollar amount.
Yeah.
And then
And
like,
then
here's
they did-
20 million an episode, or whatever the hell it is.
They spend so much money. They spend
All
an
the
insane.
The production value is through the roof.
And
The
they make fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that one where they blew up the helicopter. Like, how big is the budget for this show? Smaller now.
But the one thing that I don't know if anybody notices is every time they review a car, they take it to a studio
Yeah.
and they shoot like panning and like
Wild shots.
bubbles
Uh-huh.
and like wind stuff.
They
and
do light
like,
painting.
They do light painting and they do all the color. Like where and when does that happen? And what did that cost for something that's like literally a second? And then they cut away from it.
Yep.
And then they come back to it and they go away from it.
And it takes days to film.
Oh, it's got to take days. I mean, it's got to be like maybe it is $20 million an episode. I don't know. It's insane though.
I'll bet it's 5 million an episode.
It's I just don't understand it.
That opening scene was the most expensive scene in TV history
So good
for
though.
the first episode.
So good.
It was ridiculous.
I've watched it several times because it's actually really really good. Is it 5 million?
4.9 million.
Oh,
If somebody would have
damn.
if somebody would have said it was 20 million, I would have bought it. 'cause
I would've bought
it's
it,
just
too.
So much. It's so much
that's
money.
crazy money.
4.9 million for 13 episodes, or per episode for 13 episodes.
Wow. That's
They
crazy.
live in a different world. I wonder if that includes their salaries
Yes.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, I bet, and everybody else's salaries and
Yeah.
you know,
They were only making
Destructive.
$1 million a year, I think, or £1 million a year at the BBC.
I bet they're making $1 million episode. No, if
Nah.
that count, if that budget doesn't count,
I'm
towards-
sure they're making more money.
I bet
now.
they make money through other things too, though.
Yeah, most
You know.
definitely. You know, and appearances and
Yeah.
well, they were doing the live shows, so they were making money doing that.
Well, and they were also like James and Richard were both like on
several
hosts
TV
of
shows.
multiple TV shows.
Yeah.
I don't think Jeremy did so much, but they write articles and stuff like that. And they probably get paid for that stuff.
Yeah, The Guardian and some
Well,
other.
in 2014, Jeremy Clarkson made $891,000.
From the BBC.
His salary is set to it was $12 million in 2015. No,
Wait, what? It went from 890
This
to
is-
12 mil in one year.
This is December 21, 2016. Jeremy Clarkson was BBC's highest paid star, earning $891,000 for his service in 2014 alone. According to reports, his salary was set to jump to $12.3 million on the Grand Tour, which would place
Damn,
him
son.
among the highest paid show hosts.
Holy shit!
But he owned Top Gear for a long time, and then the BBC bought it out because he got a payout from the BBC because he owned the rights to Top Gear. But that was like
Yeah.
a year before he punched that guy in the face.
Didn't
So like he
his
made a bunch of money
family-
off of that.
Didn't his family, like his mom, like make the Paddington Bear or something
Yeah,
crazy?
the Paddington Bear plush toy, that's his parents.
Yeah.
So they were rich.
Yeah. As like
That's
with all
crazy.
the more I find out about car journalists who are very well off or who are doing well for themselves, the more I find
got
out
weird
that,
backgrounds.
They had rich
that they all
parents.
came from rich parents.
Yeah, super bizarre.
Yeah, I've
deal.
seen. I got multiple reports here confirming that £8 million profit after going to Amazon.
He made $8 million more after going to Amazon.
Yep, $12.3 million for his Grand Tour salary.
The takeaway is to
$1 million a month.
yeah,
He makes $1 million a month.
Yeah.
that doesn't suck.
that's
No, like,
that's on the
to do
latest
that
one I
job,
found.
to travel the world and drive crazy cars and do silly things with two of your best friends for $12 million a year.
That's
doesn't-
just that thing too. He's
does
doing.
it
I mean, he's doing
get
other
better?
stuff. No,
That is the dream.
It's the reason why they blew up his house.
well, I
he's got
assume
fuck
that-
you money.
I assumed that they blew up his house because he was building something else there.
Yes.
Yeah,
But still,
absolutely.
though, he's still got
Like that
fuck
was
you money.
they didn't just blow up his house. It
was
was coming
planned.
down anyway.
Well, yeah, but think about at what point in your life would you have like this 1800s Tudor style,
Right.
European mansion? I mean, it
Right.
wasn't. It was big.
It was not a small house.
And then just decide like, I'm gonna build a new house. Let's blow this one up. Like,
this
what?
one's in my way. I like the view, but the house sucks.
It's all about the content.
Well, if it's going to help him make $12 million a year, you might as well just blow some shit up. So as we were saying, let's knock this bitch down and get some shipping containers in here. The problem is the city of Des Moines will be like, you want to build a house out of what?
Just don't tell them.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're going to figure, somebody's going to drive by.
You just say that's where all the materials are in the containers, and then,
Yeah.
then once
Yeah.
it's
And then we'll
done,
just set them up and then all of a sudden it's done.
done.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to move it?
Yeah, it's a
No,
house
it's
now.
done.
It's attached to the foundation. This is a house now. It's easy.
It's worth a shot.
It's easier to apologize than it is to ask
Just-
for permission.
Just come out hot with like your doomsday stuff, and you're like the end of the world, and they'll just be like,
Get a
"Dude,
bunch
I'm
Put
just,
a bunch of antennas up.
Just
and
let him keep this shit. I don't want to fucking talk to
Line-
him. Just let him have it. Let's move on with our lives. It's not
line
worth
stuff
it.
with tinfoil.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Meet
It's worth a shot.
meet the inspector at the door with a shotgun and a tinfoil hat.
I do know the Des Moines inspectors. I wonder if I can get away with it.
I bet you could.
Okay, maybe you shouldn't do that.
You know,
I
if-
forgot
if
No,
about
no,
the
not
fact
that. But I might
like,
be able to, like, hey,
forgot about the fact that that's kind of your
can
job.
you
to
slide
know
that
these
deal in
guys.
there. Can we get this shipping container? That's dope, dude. Look at that.
That's a lot of windows.
Is that just 4 shipping containers stacked on top of each other?
I don't know how many that is. That seems
That
like
doesn't
a,
even
that
look like
seems
shipping
a lot.
containers. I wonder if that's a house. Are we building houses now that look like shipping containers that aren't shipping containers?
No, it claims it's
That's where we've gone
That's
now.
super fucking meta. That's some
so
hipster,
hipster.
nonsense.
that one claimed to actually be.
So it's 4 shipping containers put together.
No, it was like a bunch. It was like 8 of them on top of each other.
Oh, okay.
So out
Holy shit.
I don't know how many that is. That's
way
a
up
lot.
north of northern Iowa, there's like an old abandoned railroad, and it's got a bunch of. You can see it from the highway. There's a bunch of like old passenger cars.
Oh,
You know how fucking sweet those would be to build a house.
Like a train car.
Yeah, like an old passenger train.
Just make
car.
like a bunch of trailers.
Get like 3 or 4 of them in a row.
I got like a trailer park of train
what I'm
cars.
gonna do is I'm gonna get
Put 'em in
a
a
bunch of
circle.
mobile homes
Put 'em-
and I'm gonna stack them on top of each other.
No, you just put them side by
Just cut
side.
holes in the walls.
No, dude.
You know,
Build them in a circle with like a sweet like thing in the middle.
Your courtyard.
Yeah, a courtyard, and then your house around the outside.
there's a lot of days when I wish I had fuck you money because I might build a mobile home mansion
That'd be great.
and then sell it to
You know, how
somebody.
cheap it'd be to just buy like 3 double wides and
Yeah.
just put them side
Stick
by
them
side
together
by
in the
side.
trailer park,
It's like Google those that I'm searching.
but like stack them on top of each other so it's like really conspicuous. This giant fucking mobile home thing.
Buy 3 of them. Put 2 of them spaced apart, and then the third one sideways across the top of the 2 to make like an H from above. Then you just have staircases up into
Coming up,
on
yeah.
both sides.
Love it.
If I was filthy rich, I would definitely call an architect to be like, "Listen,
Dude,
here's
tell
what
me-
we're doing today."
Tell me that train house thing wouldn't be rad.
The train house would be cool.
Does that count as tiny living?
They're not small.
Not when we put 6 of them
Dude,
together.
they're like 50
All right.
foot long.
Not these ones. These ones are little.
Well, the ones that,
Those are like a
the ones
school
that I
bus.
know about.
They're not wide though.
They're up by the lakes. So
No.
So car show,
Car
right?
show.
I don't. This is a house.
Construction podcast.
Construction podcast. If somebody wants to help me build the shipping container house, hit me up.
Austin will help you.
I don't
with
think
that.
it'd be that bad.
Austin Covey would be down for that.
I've heard
I
they're
guarantee.
surprisingly
I
cheap.
bet we know a fabricator that could fabricate a house
That's
together
true.
for you.
Speaking of fabricators,
Factoryfabrication.com.
if you want a shipping container house, call Booney today.
Dude, I bet he would do that.
Oh fuck
probably
yeah,
be
he would.
super into
He
that.
actually, I think he would.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
get a
he
text
Of
on
all the like
Tuesday.
things we've joked about, I think that would be one of the things he'd
If he's-
actually be super.
If I was like, "Hey,
into.
dude, I'm buying 4 shipping containers
Let's
and
build
I got
a
a
house.
plan. Let's build a
Let's
house."
build a
He'd be like,
clubhouse.
okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I'll be over next
That's what we
week.
should turn. We should make a studio.
We could like cantilever one. We could buy
Uh-huh.
another. See, that's the thing about shipping containers. They're like 10
You do whatever
grand.
you want to them.
You just buy
Are
another
they
one.
even that much?
No, they're like $3,000.
Used ones.
I
You're
think
probably
they're
right. now.
probably scrap rate.
I bet they are.
Why am I not building a shipping container house then?
I don't
know.
know.
Okay, I'll call.
Welcome to the
financially-
Make some phone
conversation.
calls on Monday.
It's financially irresponsible not to.
I'll make some phone calls on Monday. I know
Just
people.
buy
You
a
would
plot,
I actually know people.
You could live through any tornado. It'd be
buy
fine.
a plot of land.
They're selling it like way cheap out down south out of here.
Yeah, and just put it.
They're just giving land away.
All right, something to think about. I'll do some research on that. But if you want to build your own shipping container house, or it needs stairs,
Factoryfabrication.com.
go ahead, Adam.
Go there.
All right, so. Jesus Christ.
We've tied it all together. No one will notice. Keep
So
going.
professional. I don't know how this popped into my head, but I was driving down the road a few days ago, and I realized that I don't think that we've ever talked about the very first modification we made to our own vehicles.
Oh boy.
Like I know, like I modified, I helped my dad build all kinds of stuff, and I'm sure Michael did as he was growing up, but that's not what I'm talking about here. Like the very first modification that you made to your own personal vehicle that you drove, and I'm not counting the Camaro that you restored, like a daily driver.
You're 16
No,
year
I
old.
got a good one. I got a good one, I think,
Yeah.
for the Camaro. I did do it. I'm pretty sure it was
Oh,
my idea
maybe
to put,
we do need to do
put
the
the colored
Camaro?
light bulbs in. Yeah, the red light bulbs. Fuck yeah, dude.
Where,
I think
where
that
the,
was all
where
me.
the red? Oh, like on the interior?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Oh,
Like behind the gauge panels and
No,
stuff,
like
or just in the
no.
light.
Just
The
in,
overhead
like,
lights.
the kicker
Well,
lights.
Those cars, they had kick panel lights as well.
I think I made
Back
those
in the
red,
day.
unless I'm forgetting.
But that doesn't really match the blue of your car.
That doesn't matter.
When you're,
You're
how old was
16.
I? When you're 13,
I guess I didn't have my Camaro.
you make
when I was
bad
Yeah,
you make
exactly.
bad design decisions. Okay, that's why I'm hiring an architect to help me with my shipping container
Yeah,
house.
You've
Okay,
matured.
things have changed.
Okay, so you had the red sex lights when you were 13.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Dude, 13-year-old Camaro, small
I'm
town
with you.
Iowa. Are
I'm
you
with you.
fucking kidding me?
No, I get it. You need
Okay,
them.
all right. I'm just saying, like, don't.
It was
You know where I'm coming from.
that
Don't
was
be
that was
like,
the correct first mod.
Yeah, yeah.
We're judging you, but not like
Do not at me. You
we're
know what I'm
not
saying?
saying we wouldn't have done it ourselves.
I would have done the same thing.
13,
probably.
14-year-old you would have been all about that same idea.
I put underglow on my moped. I can't say anything. I had a 12-inch long neon tube that went.
That's okay, Robbie.
Oh, no.
29-year-old man's gonna underglow on a old shitty RX-7 with a shitty motor in it. I don't know.
Love it.
And a blown up front or a rear fender.
Nah, details.
Fuck, Adam. I need to order that. Doesn't sound like I'm gonna get to drive it this year, but oh well.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's actually
with that
more,
attitude.
It's more promising than I thought it'd be.
Yeah,
Is
they
it?
Seem,
Yeah.
yeah,
Is RPM coming back?
they seem cautiously optimistic.
Yep.
Okay, I'll put my motor back together. I just keep looking at it going,
Nah.
why, what
What's-
difference
what's-
is it? Why would
what's
I
the
put
point,
it together?
right?
Short of turning it into a time attack car.
Yeah,
or
it's
a
not like
time
you-
trials car.
It's
Yeah.
not like you're gonna street drive that car.
Not now.
Anymore.
I would have if I hadn't put the roll cage in it.
Yeah, right. Just cut it out.
Nah, it's
could.
not worth it. Don't do it.
Cut it out, or
Yeah, don't cut it out. Leave it in there.
No.
For whatever your
You would
endeavors.
regret that for sure.
yeah, but I kind of want to redo it now because I have all these ideas. Just don't modify. Just have somebody else build your car. It's not worth it. You're always looking at shit, going, "Oh man, I want to change that.
Should have done
I
that.
could've
Should
done
do
that
this
better.
differently." Fuck.
Robbie, what was your first? Because I'm pretty certain that it was not a 240 SX.
No, it was
mod.
a 2002 RAV4, and I cannot.
Can I
remember.
guess?
I honestly can't remember what it
Can
was.
I guess what I think it probably was?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I don't. The head unit, I don't really count that so much.
That doesn't count as a mod.
I don't know. It does, but it's not silly and ridiculous.
I did do that. I don't think that was first.
See, I'm thinking. No, you don't think that was first? Because I had assumed that your
No.
sweet dual bandpass box was probably number one.
No, I
but
don't
you would have
think-
had to have the head unit.
head
first.
unit first. I don't think that was first.
No, was it the underglow?
No.
Did you have?
No.
Oh, you had underglow on
I
that
had,
too.
I had
didn't
blue
you?
underglow on that
Man,
too.
you were living a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie was.
But I had them all tucked up so you couldn't see the light bulbs. I was really proud of that because everybody
Yeah,
else
he
had the
did it.
shitty light bulbs showing.
Oh, all the time, dude.
And I was
What
like,
up with that?
I said it only looks like shit if you have the light bulbs showing.
I'm not in disagreement with that. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yep.
So what was it? Because I
It
don't.
had to be one of. Oh, it had to be the
Was
cold.
it the fart can?
No, I think the order in which I did it was cold air intake, the sub box with the head unit, the underglow, then the fart can.
Which came back off almost immediately, didn't it?
No,
It
I
stayed
ran
on
that
there for a while?
like 2 years.
Oh, see, I remembered that you said you had hated it.
It eventually rusted out, and then I hated it. So maybe a year and a half before I went back to. Josh's Scion TC.
Yeah.
he took his exhaust off.
Yeah.
So I took that muffler
Oh,
and welded it to the exhaust in the RAV4, and then made it
Wait,
quiet
the
again.
stock TC muffler?
Yep.
Wait, okay, I have a legitimate question. No, it's a serious question because I don't know. On a fart can,
Yep.
what does that mean? Do you
I-
take the muffler off?
Yeah, I literally just cut the muffler off and then found they welded the piping to go to the fart can, then go straight.
Okay,
up.
so
it was
that thing
it
is
was
sup-
like an eBay fart can.
It's like the opposite of a resonator. Like it makes the car sound worse
Yes.
and more annoying.
yes,
That's a fart can? You have
Yes.
to take the muffler off.
yes.
Okay. That's
You're-
what I've always wondered is like, what do you do with this thing?
You basically
I
cut,
mean, I've seen them, but what do you, like, why does it make that noise?
you cut your muffler off and replace it with the fart can. That's it.
But your muffler's not necessarily at the tip.
You could. No, it's not. So you had to build a pipe in between.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
In my
But, like,
case, it was.
A quality fart can, you can throw a tennis ball through without touching anything.
I had a quality fart can.
Stick your arm up in there.
Yes, it was at least 3 inches the whole way.
The way you purchase fart cans on eBay is the larger the
Diameter.
exit diameter, the more likely you are to buy it.
I'm pretty sure mine was the carbon fiber one.
So you've got like an 1.25 inch inlet because it's a stock exhaust
Right.
on a Toyota RAV4, but then you have like a 6-inch outlet,
Hell yeah.
and yeah,
You got to be able to put your foot in there with a shoe on.
absolutely.
I just didn't know, like
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was a carbon fiber one.
I've got
God.
a Magnaflow tip exhaust on the RX-7.
Yeah.
But that's like, so fart can's just like an eBay special.
Yes.
Yeah.
Non-muffler thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have a Honda. I didn't know how to do that. How they make that stuff work.
they have like silly names. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but
Oh.
they were all terrible brands.
I don't think mine even had a brand.
Probably not. No, it's
It
the
was,
original.
at most it was $60.
Yeah,
And
they're the
no,
original.
I highly
That's
doubt
a-
it.
that's a
I
pretty
highly
high
doubt.
dollar
I,
fart can.
I bet it was 30.
That seems like a more reasonable.
I bet I
price.
paid 30.
Yeah, that seems more reasonable for sure.
shipped to my door.
Yeah.
It's crazy the things that you think are a good idea when you're young.
16.
Yeah.
So my first one, I had like I want to say it was like a late 90s or late 80s or early 90s Ford Escort. That was a 4-door hatchback, right?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay. And then, so on the passenger side, right in front of you, between the two air vents on the passenger side of the dash, there was like a dash pocket that was conveniently one din in height. Din being like a single
your
a
radio.
regular height of a radio is a single din. And then you got your double dins that you're like slightly taller, or your
Like 3.5 inches or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's about what a single din is. 3.5 inches.
Yeah, then
or so.
7 would be a double, right?
That seems about right.
Yeah, because you get like whatever. Not important.
So there was conveniently that size. And I found at Walmart they were selling this deal where it was like you could hang it over your back of your seat so your kid could watch a 7-inch TV. Right? It was a little screen.
On a piece of cloth, or what?
Well, it was like it went in like this cloth bag, and it, and then,
Okay.
so there was the screen and then like a DVD player, but the DVD player was the size of a single din radio,
Okay.
like a head unit.
Okay.
So I bought this universal radio mount kit, and I just cut a hole in the dash pocket and slid that damn thing in there, and then there was like a shelf on the top of the din, or on top of the dash pocket on the
Yep.
top of the dash.
Yep.
And I drilled a hole through that, and there was a mount spot on the bottom of the 7-inch screen that was not used in the kit, but I took it like a 3-inch long bolt and just put it in that mount and just tightened it down real tight so it wouldn't fall out of there, and dropped that through the dash and put a nut on the bottom of it so it just sat there.
It worked, right?
And then you could watch movies on my 7-inch terrible definition TV. And I put that when I was in high school. I had this terrible habit of not locking my vehicle. Like, ever keys in it, don't lock
Oh,
it. Small
man.
town, right?
Yeah, I know.
Who
I get
cares, right?
that. I get that.
And I did that to this car, and my dad was like, "You can't leave that in there,
No, that will get stolen.
or
it's too easy
or
to
you
take.
got to lock the car up and stuff like that, or someone's gonna steal it, right?" Whatever, Dad. It's fine.
Yeah,
you know,
we're in small
one's,
town.
yeah, no one's gonna steal this. It's fine, whatever. And there was one day that I had it sitting at the skate park in Sheldon, and we had left to go street skate or go to the gas station or whatever. And I left the car there, and apparently my parents had driven by there, and my dad my dad stole it out of the car
Rude.
to prove a point. And like, if I remember right, I didn't want to say anything to him. So it was like days before it came up in conversation and came around. Or like, I walked in the shop one day and he had it sitting on his bench or something like that. I don't remember exactly how it all went down. But
Rude.
It's called parenting.
yeah. I think that was the first modification I ever made to a vehicle of my own. So
I think that was all great modifications
yeah,
to start.
absolutely.
Good job, all of us.
Sex lights are great.
Sex Light is 13. It's bold. It's bold, but
Yeah.
Proud
I
of
mean, we only went up from there. I put Lambos on a body kit on a Cavalier. I mean, that's peak mod, right?
yeah, Lambos are where it's at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lambo, all the things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to remember where I went from there.
Racelands.
Oh yeah, the fucking Racelands, bro. Yeah,
Put Racelands on
on a
a
Volkswagen.
Mark IV.
Man, that rode like shit. It was okay most of the time, but Iowa roads are really bad.
Iowa roads suck.
And when
Yeah.
you hit a bad crack, it was completely.
Let you know about it.
It was completely intolerable.
Was it
Just
as
for
bad
bad.
as the Omni when I first got it? Do you think?
Oh, with your old suspension?
Yeah, with the original suspension in it.
It was probably worse.
Because that thing was so stiff that you'd be driving down the road, and if you hit a big enough bump, I think the front tires would come up off the ground enough that they would unload. And then when they hit the ground, the diff wouldn't know what to do, and the car would torque steer.
Yikes.
And so you had to be ready for it.
I don't think it did that. It was just like it'd be fine, and then you'd hit like a bump that was just enough more that it would completely perplex the dampers and the springs, and it would just go bam, and you go, oh, that felt really bad.
Ruin your spine.
Yeah, or it just would make you do that like ooh thing that you do. You're
cringe.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
something broke. That was definitely something breaking.
My shock tower, or my shock just came
Right,
to the
shock.
top of the
It's
tower.
yeah. It's the hood is currently keeping my shock.
Exactly.
It's keeping my
Front
suspension
end's,
up.
front end's suspiciously lower.
Right. Yeah. So, but yeah, that was a good experience though, because then I bought decent coilovers after
now
that.
you
So
know.
at least I didn't do that on a race car.
That's
on
true.
a street car. That makes a lot more sense.
It's way better.
It makes way more
way
sense.
more sense.
You live and you learn. Is that Racelands right there?
Yeah, they're
How much
Raceland.
are Racelands? Are they still like 500, 400, 500 bucks? They're
Probably.
fucking cheap.
eBay coilovers, man.
Dude, you know
Those like
what?
a Musas or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what though?
Yeah,
if
they would
I
be
had
mooses for the
if I
240.
had a really cheap Honda.
Fuck it.
$400.
Yeah, if I had a really cheap Honda and I was trying to do track days for like $2,000, you bet your ass I'd order a set of those again.
Dude, I think I'd
think
rather
you'd-
put like non-adjustable conies on it.
I'd rather get used Megans.
I think I'd just put.
Yeah,
I
that's
think I'd just
fair.
put conies and
I
iBox
don't
on
know.
it.
I'd have a real moment where I would probably.
If you, well,
I'd probably still
if
do
you
it.
needed them this week and you couldn't find any, then yeah, of course.
No, I think I'd do it
Just anyways.
to make a point. I don't know what that point is, but I would make it.
Get some Raceland stickers made
get-
up.
Yes.
Like
See
some-
if I get a Raceland
Like
contingency.
stickers.
That's a
350Z Ultimos.
do it, man.
$500.
Do it. What's the worst that could happen?
Lots of things.
He's got really good suspension already.
No. We're putting those on eBay.
Oh, that's right. You could buy those
You could buy
Absolutely.
10
like
sets
10
of
sets of
Racelands.
those.
You could buy Racelands for the
I've got
240.
no
you could buy
interest in
Racelands
them,
for the
and
Avalanche.
I'm not. No interest in that.
If
at
somebody
all.
has them, I want to know.
the Z or just in general.
Somebody in the group has owned a pair of Racelands.
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know about it. If their experience was similar to mine. See, that's a fucked up thing. They have good ratings.
28 positive reviews.
Maybe they just delete the negative ones.
Yeah, they might. It's their website. They can do whatever they want.
Is that the 350Z ones?
Yeah.
Come on, buy them just for a joke.
I got
Put them on your drift. It's a
no.
I
drift
have
car.
so many other things I want to spend $500 on. That's not it.
Like a motor?
It's just money. It comes in. It comes out. What's the big deal?
You make more of it every day.
Yeah, it's fine.
They keep paying you every week, Robbie.
They
just
do.
Spend some on some shitty.
No,
coilovers.
tires. It's just tires all the time for me. You want some tires? Yep. I'll buy more.
Welcome to the club, bro.
Hey,
It
you want to
sucks
get
so
in on our
much.
group bulk buy of slicks?
Yep,
Yeah,
I'll buy 'em too.
absolutely. Let's do that.
Welcome to the club. It's shitty in here.
You know, these are better. They're a little more expensive. Sure. I'll take them.
I still don't know how people buy race tires.
Brand new Hoosiers.
I
Like every other race.
yeah, it makes
weekend?
me like want to
makes
go
me sick.
hide somewhere. Like the price
The
and
just getting a couple sets
that
just
makes me
drives
sick.
I like at James Houghton level.
Yeah.
I cannot.
I mean, I know
imagine.
somebody else is paying for his tires, but
They're
like,
helping, yeah, but still.
Not all of them though, dude. That
True.
car, some of his own money has to go into that car. Like probably more than I want to think about.
yeah, or the business or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's coming out of their pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has a great sponsorship package.
I don't-
He's got his list is like 3.5 pages long when he puts it on his Instagram posts or whatever. And I'm sure that he's got a great and he absolutely deserves it.
No,
You know, he's a-
no question there.
Hell of a marketable guy, great car, but there's a lot of his own money going into that thing still, I bet.
I think I'd just take up competitive knitting or something. Like it's got to be. It's just hard. It's like hard for me to. Like man.
Yeah, brand new.
I spend money on stupid shit, but when I see people buy tires, I go, "Oh man, maybe I don't want to do this hobby anymore."
Yeah, I'm with you.
Every
No,
time I
that's
see
why
somebody
like-
on brand new R7s, I'm like, that's $1,400. $1,400
And they don't
right there.
And we're not talking about a set of tires that you put on your daily that are going
once
to
a
last
year.
4 years.
Yeah,
or,
there's-
or even like a
you know.
season. It's like I'm gonna need to replace these in July,
Right. And I'm like,
and then if I want to do
No.
nationals or like something competitive, that's another set. So that's 3.
The
I just can't do
the
it, man.
spec tire that they use at World Time Attack, apparently like it's great for 3/4 of a lap.
That's not enough laps.
It's not enough. That's not one. There's a problem with that. And so like that's a huge percentage of that of the unlimited class specifically, especially
Yep.
like their lap times is just like managing that last bit of that tire because it's toast, and you don't get a second try because the tire's junked.
Gone. That sucks.
They are out of their competitive lifespan.
Yeah.
and you got to put another set on it.
When I read the review that someone gave the Z214s, they said it
That
wears
Hankook one.
Yeah, it wears like iron. Done. I will take that tire.
Please.
It won't, but it'd be nice if
Right.
it did.
In the like slicked track car world, your car's not exactly light.
No,
So
it's not.
You know, it's going to be
3,000
hard.
pounds is not.
Yeah, when
not light.
When what's a light car is like a 1,900-pound Miata.
Yep.
So consumables are a real thing for you.
Yeah, you know what replacing a whole set of brakes costs? It's not cheap.
Yeah.
As I've always said, autocross is the best kind of racing. 'Cause
Yeah, but if you want to be competitive at that, you're
You
still
still gotta
putting
spend money.
you're
Yeah,
still
you're
putting
spending the
a
same.
new set of A7s on your car every 2 or 3 weekends.
maybe we should
You guys want-
join one of those podcast groups and just be like podcasting as a hobby, podcasting about podcasting. That'd be a
that
cheap
sounds
hobby.
way cheaper.
That sounds a lot cheaper.
I'm telling you, man.
You want to go back to skating? I remember that.
Yeah.
I
That's got to
remember-
be cheaper.
I remember thinking that
so-
was expensive.
Yeah, I remember thinking like $300 once a
Jesus
year.
Christ!
Get out of here.
What the fuck?
Those carbon fiber skates are $500.
Am I Bill Gates?
But dude, like I'm in a Facebook group for people that sell you can buy and sell skate stuff, and people on there all the time like looking for a setup. Got $75. What can you do for me, guys? Like
Nothing.
Not a fucking thing, bro.
They're at all levels though, because they're the same people that are over in the drift community going, "Got $1,000, looking for a rear-wheel drive manual car," and everybody goes,
No.
"No."
I've got a manual
same.
rear-wheel drive car, but doesn't have a engine to drive those rear wheels. I'll sell you my chassis for that.
Yeah.
It takes all kinds, I suppose.
Skating is.
And
where
if you
it's
want to
at.
hire the right kind of people, call Factor Fabrication for all of your factor fabrication needs.
Residential, commercial, landscaping, exteriors, custom furniture,
Landscaping.
railings, stairs, you name it.
Landscaping.
Yep.
Metal landscaping.
Oh, okay, that's
Sure.
fair. No, you're.
They do woodworking too.
I could use some yard art.
Yep. That's yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
Go there.
Moving
Factoryfabrication.com.
on. Call me Booney about the house. All right. Let's see here. So Adam, you put this topic on the group. Why don't you do the thing?
Okay.
Talk about
So we decided that because I'm an idiot and fucked up what we were
Our
supposed
schedule.
to talk about this week, that we needed an emergency one. Basically, is what this amounted to. So we were talking about. It's been a while since we've done the Would You Rather episode. It was a lot of fun.
It's a good one.
And so we decided, you guys are always asking for opportunities to participate. Is that the right word?
Yes.
They claim they want to.
Yeah,
And-
they claim they want to, but historically it hasn't gone well. 'Cause
No.
you're
Well-
a bunch of savages.
Yes.
So we decided let's try it once again. I tried to be very specific about it being automotive related.
Yeah, that failed.
Go to YouTube and see what graphic Robbie has found.
It's
Somebody
it-
died.
it- it-
Several
it
people
just-
died to make
all
this
it
graphic.
says is "Would you rather?"
There's blood on it. There's tons of blood.
no, that's just fire.
One's fire, the other's blood. Yes.
It's probably just food color.
Yeah, actually, the one.
This looks like
Maybe
half.
ketchup?
Okay, here's half of it has the question marks out of fire, and then there's blood dripping down the wall. Then the other side has fire. Then the question marks are made out of blood. It's
I see.
it's
That
metal.
makes it better.
It's metal.
So metal.
I'm glad you explained it.
In the bottom corner, nobody can see it. It just says Slayer.
Does it really?
No,
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, it is very Slayer.
I think it's
though.
I think it's from like a metal Would You Rather game.
It's like some combination of Slipknot.
like Would you
and Slayer.
rather listen to Marilyn Manson while he's high on heroin or
We did that already.
listen
You and I
to,
did that.
It wasn't that great.
It wasn't.
It wasn't that great. Choose the other option.
Yeah,
If
whatever-
If that's
whatever the other
option
option.
one, choose the other one.
Yeah.
Do you want
So-
me to read these since I've got a computer?
Yeah, that'd probably
Would that
be a
be
little
easier?
easier.
Okay, I'll read
I tried not to read them in advance.
I
on
did.
purpose.
I did not read them.
So,
I even made my own.
You have your own Would You Rather?
yeah, of course Robbie
I
does.
only got 3.
Overachiever.
I
Does
only got 3.
Robbie ever not overachieve in anything we've ever done ever, period?
Does he ever follow the instructions?
That might be the nicest thing you ever said to me.
Also, no. He never follows the instructions.
I'm an engineer. I make my own
He always.
instructions.
Robbie is extra.
Yeah.
Like, he takes the idea and then he adds something to it.
Yeah.
It's better than being basic.
Yeah, he's
I'm
not.
not saying you're basic. I'm
he's
just
not
saying
a
I'm
basic
not. I'm not
bitch.
basic.
He's
yeah.
being basic is not ideal.
Yeah. So I'm extra.
I saw somebody call somebody a normie the other day. I fucking died.
What does that even mean?
A normie?
A normie?
Yeah. Like somebody that goes to work at a
Nine.
bank that starts with a W and like does this little job in his cubicle, and he comes home and he waters his plants and he goes to bed at 9 o'clock. That's a normie.
All right.
So he's not going to metal shows listening to Slayer.
He's not. No, he's listening to Imagine Dragons. Actually,
That would be a normie thing to do.
don't be a normie.
Maroon 5, tell me more.
That
Why
chick
do we have-
roasted that dude? Sucks to suck.
Why
All
did
right,
we have
anyway.
to bring this back up? God damn it. We were
Dude,
doing
nobody
so well.
disagreed with Imagine Dragons.
That's true.
Not a single person.
Actually, my dad texted me. He's like,
That's right.
I like Radioactive.
A couple people said, it's not so bad.
I thought about maybe just leaving Vegas when they kept playing that when we were on the strip. How do we get all the way out?
I didn't realize they were a Vegas band.
What?
They're from Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that would explain why they were so popular there.
Okay.
Buddha, if you're listening, explain that.
I don't think
Why that's
I don't think he's should be held responsible for that.
No, not even a little bit.
He has better taste, I'm sure.
yes. Okay. All right. So
Would
you want me to?
rather?
Yeah,
should we
absolutely.
do these first and then do Robbie's?
Yeah, we'll leave Robbie's for last.
You know
Okay.
how I like to go like worst case scenario?
Yeah,
He's coming with
Robbie's.
some weird stuff. Let's do those last. So I'll just do first names. I guess if you want to stalk these people, you can go to the Facebook group. Be a weirdo. You normie.
Adam,
All right.
Adam is friends.
Yeah, I guess.
Normie.
You bunch of fucking normies. All right.
I mean, there's not a single normie in our group. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's very true. Jimmy said, "Would you rather have for highway driving a sports car that won't go over 60 or a shit box that cruises at 80? No problems all day long."
What highway? Are we talking interstate? Or
I
are we
think he's talking
like-
about interstate. Like you're going down 35
Ooh.
and you got to either do 60 or 80.
So 60 in a cool car.
Right.
80
You
in
look
a
cool,
shit
but you're
bar.
getting passed because everybody's doing 80. Or you're in a shit box and
But
nobody.
you're doing the passing.
Am I alone or am I with people?
It doesn't say.
matter.
We have to take these at face value.
Yeah. We didn't write
He's
them,
giving
Robbie.
you
We
the options.
can't add
He's giving you
you.
the options. We can't interpret them.
We can interpret them how we want.
Well, then how do you interpret it?
I don't know.
I would take the sports car.
I think if I'm just straight line driving, yeah, probably.
I'll take the hit.
Or unless I have to be somewhere.
I thought you guys hated highway driving.
Yeah, but I like cool cars.
I hate interstate driving.
But is it worth it?
I hate it.
Yeah, if I'm going super slow and then
Yeah, but wouldn't you rather get it over with?
He said highway. To me, highways and interstates are two different things. Highways are two lane.
Oh,
yeah, that would change
okay.
it.
All right, fine.
to me,
I'll buy
highways
that.
are two
I'll buy that.
lane roads.
Um,
And in that case, sports car.
damn it, that's probably not what he meant. But
I
if
don't
that
give
is the
a shit.
case, you're
He's
right. I
not
would take the
here.
sports car. I
He
know.
should have been more
I know.
specific.
All right, sports car then. I'm with you.
Yeah, I'd say sports car. Unless it is interstate.
If it's interstate, then yes, I would
I think
take
I'd still take the
shit
sports
box.
car.
Because I just want to get this shit
I'm
over
tired
with.
of shit boxes.
Depends on whether or not it's air conditioning, which I know comes up later because I did happen to see that. If the shit box doesn't have air conditioning, I'm out.
Agreed.
Man's got standards.
Yeah, you've grown to a certain
I'm living a
comfortable
lifestyle,
style of
okay?
living.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
he's grown accustomed to a certain level.
Okay. All right, next one. Tim, this is aimed at me, meaning me. He's saying it's
Excellent.
aimed at Michael.
Thank God.
Would you rather try to further explain the SN95 or finish the job convincing Robbie to drop an LS in the 350? I think because I was wrong about the SN95 last week, we're just going to pretend like we don't know what a Mustang is anymore.
No,
We're just
I
gonna
told-
we're just get rid of that.
I told
Give up
Joe
on
that
that.
I'm not talking about
Right, no, the Mustang doesn't exist as a car anymore.
who should not
This
be
is
named.
not the Mustang show.
There's one of those that's called Foxcast. Go listen to that
There's
instead.
okay, whatever. Okay, so I think in that case, I'd rather continue to try to convince Robbie to put the LS in the 350.
I think that'd be an easier conversation to have.
I think it's certainly the more
Productive one.
productive conversation.
You're gonna get somewhere eventually.
Yeah.
All right, Steven, would you rather drive in the summer with no AC or in the winter with no heat?
Summer with no
Summer.
AC.
Yeah, I'm on the same page.
I hate being
It's cold. Cold in a car is like
It's the worst.
Miserable.
That let's put it this way: if your air conditioning dies, that is not considered an emergency. If your heat dies in the winter in your house, that's an emergency,
That's why-
and they fix it 24 hours a day.
That's why I had to make a decision between replacing my air conditioner that I'm going to use soon or my heater that I'm hopefully not going to be using, although we're going to get 30 billion
Tonight.
inches of snow. But that's why I replaced my furnace first. I can survive without a heater or without a air conditioner.
Yep.
I can't, in good faith, put my child through not having a heater.
Yes.
And that goes for cars as well, unfortunately.
Sorry, that wasn't a reaction to your child. I just read something that somebody wrote that we
No,
got to
you're
get to
good.
at some point. It was fucking crazy as shit. All right, anyway. Blake wants to know, would you rather race IMSA late model or IMSA winged sprint car around the Iowa region? Around the Iowa region. I don't know about that part of it. IMSA late model.
So,
Is this a fucking tornado?
yeah, probably.
Jesus.
It's awfully windy.
Late models are more car-ish, and sprint cars, you know what sprint cars
Yeah, big-
winged
Yeah,
sprint cars.
sure.
Sprint cars for sure. Sprint cars for sure.
This is all dirt, right?
Yeah, it's like racing at
Oh, yeah,
Knoxville
yeah. Sprint cars, sprint cars.
You know,
Oh,
dirt
yeah,
tracks.
100%. Sprint car.
cars for sure.
Sprint cars are awesome.
Yeah, direct drive, big
V8s.
blocks.
Yeah.
As long as
They
you
all
don't,
have V8s.
I mean, as long as you don't run anybody over, you should be okay.
well, and
Wow.
you know that was not.
Wow.
What's the matter?
Taking it there, huh?
I'm just saying, like, your objective should be not to run anybody
Well,
over.
I guess it's.
I think
I
that
think you
your
should get out of the
objective
car
should be
and-
to not get in front of a car and put yourself in a position where you could get run over.
Okay, so rule 1, don't get out of your car. Rule 2, don't run over someone who's gotten out of their car, and I think you're good.
Yeah,
You got all the rules covered.
And then you're basically drifting for a whole lap.
Yeah,
You're sideways the whole time.
yeah, the whole time. Direct drive.
I want that.
That's awesome, too.
That's cool.
Yeah, I want more of that.
I don't know why that's so cool to me. Because
I just want to experience it.
like in practice, it's probably really terrible.
So is there a neutral?
No,
That's all you
Don't they
get?
bump start those?
yeah,
Or they...
they push start them.
Is there
then-
any clutch? There's no
I
clutch.
don't
There's
think
nothing.
there is. I think you're just
I don't know.
go town.
So once you're going, you're
I think
you're
that,
going.
I think it's a 2-speed.
That's it.
Dude, we're not there. Someone,
No, I don't know
someone's
enough
mad
about
right now.
I know at least one
we
close
should
friend of mine
find.
that's
We
mad at
should
me.
find a sprint car.
Calm
a
your
local
mullet,
sprint
okay? We'll check it out eventually.
Calm your mullet.
Well, yeah,
That's
what-
nice.
They're literally throwing bush light
Put down your
cans.
bush light, okay?
But if
Your
you
Casey's Pizza.
are, if you are,
Put
in
your
that-
fucking camo hat back on, all right?
Just calm down.
Calm down.
Take a big dip.
Yeah,
It'll be okay.
grab another dip.
put your Ariats on or take them off, it's fine.
Put your feet
Put
up.
on your favorite cutoff, it's fine.
Just chill out.
However, if you are in the Iowa area and you want to teach us about sprint cars,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm all in.
If you want to let us drive your sprint car.
I don't even need to do. I don't even know that
I would
want.
love to.
I mean,
but
yeah,
just
I
bring
do.
me along would be fine too.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Derek would like to know.
I bet he would.
He wrote it down. You could have any car you want for free, but it costs you a limb from the knee down or the elbow down. What car would you choose, and would you rather lose a hand or a foot, and why? So there's some stuff happening here. Apparently, you don't have an option of whether or not you lose a hand or
An
a foot,
appendage is gone.
but you get to choose a car, and you have to decide what you're losing.
So elbow gone. or
Either side
knee
or a knee gone, but you get to choose your car, and there's not an opt-out.
I think I'm gonna lose my foot.
Left foot.
Is it below the knee?
Said from elbow down or knee down.
Yes.
It's got to be below, right?
Wait.
You're not going to move it before the knee because then it's just a straight
No,
nub.
I think you'd want to lose your left hand.
The fuck I would.
Not
but then-
you. Your right hand for you.
but then you'll
No, 'cause then
you
you
lose a
get shift.
forearm too. You lose
No,
a
but you
forearm.
could choose
I feel
a
like
right-hand drive car though.
I feel like leg prosthetics will be.
You get clutch
it'll
kick.
be. It'll be easier to drive a car with a fake leg than a fake hand.
I'm thinking about like walking,
Fuck walking.
like
I'm
regular
only- I'm only
normal
concerned-
people shit.
Normies are worried about
normie
walking.
shit.
I don't care about normies here. I'm only concerned about how I'm going to drive this as of yet mentioned sweet car I'm going to pick. I think that's where
Did
I
you choose
gotta
a car yet?
I don't know what I would choose.
So you're losing a leg.
I think I would. That was the easier of the two decisions I had to make here.
I'm losing the left leg from the knee down.
The left leg.
Yep.
Are you going to buy it like a dual clutch transmission car? It
Yep.
doesn't matter anyway.
Is the McLaren P1 that way?
Sure.
Yep.
Yes.
Go to
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure it is.
Yep.
I can't imagine it's
Give me some
not.
paddle shifters.
I think I would. I don't know, man.
I think I found a loophole and I'm sticking to it.
Like maybe a 1-to-1
Oh,
Yep.
fuck. That's a good
Yep.
or something. Something in the hypercar,
Ooh, yeah.
hyper track car arena.
I would choose an Agera.
An Agera or
Agera.
a
I
seriously- I thought
Rugera?
you were-
Agera.
I thought you were going to say Zonda.
I would have assumed that he would have gone with the Rugera because that's a more luxurious car. It's a more comfortable
costs
place
more
to
money.
be.
Shit, you're right. No, okay. I want the Rug era. I want the Rug era,
Yeah,
and it's got that.
crazy transmission.
Yes, I don't need my left leg. Yeah,
Yep. I can get a note.
I think you want both your hands.
yes.
I don't
think-
think you want.
yeah.
I think life without both hands would be
You
way
could get one
harder.
of those sick, those things that those runner guys use.
No. Oh.
Oh, yeah. For
Yeah,
yeah.
prosthetic
Those like
leg.
weird
And it's out of
like
carbon fiber.
spring thing.
Yeah, the spring thing. Those dudes
Yeah.
are fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Those
with that.
things are cool.
I watched.
Not saying that,
But technology would allow you to get a hand.
but then you got a
It's a
robot,
robot
hand.
hand. Yeah,
That
then
thing is gonna fucking choke you in the night,
then
dude.
I could be a cyborg.
No,
Nah.
that shit chokes you
hard
in the night,
pass
man.
on that.
I've always wanted to be a
we have
cyborg.
taken
When the
we have taken a
robots-
pretty hard stance on this show about not being down with the robots.
Yeah,
Robbie.
when the robot uprising happens, the
Start with
first
my
thing
hand.
that's going to happen is your hand will rebel against you.
Have you ever seen the movie Idle Hands? That's what it'd be like.
night. Yeah, I know.
It's a great movie. And if you
know
don't
about
like the movie
great
Idle
movie, but-
Hands,
This movie's
Don't at me.
It's a stretch, but okay.
I understand your point. Great movie's a long way to go for that.
that movie's awesome.
So left leg, Rug era,
I don't. Yeah.
go to Saint
Left-
Tropez, drive through the
Yeah.
I think left leg for all of us.
Yep.
And some form of hyper track car.
Yep.
Probably the 1-to-1.
Oh no. Oh shit. I guess I think it's
Ooh,
is,
or would I buy like a Valkyrie?
is the Brabham car stick shift?
The BT62?
Two?
probably.
I bet it is.
But I feel like you could still shift. You could still run a clutch with a prosthetic.
You could
wheel.
get a hand clutch. Yeah, absolutely. You get a
let's,
hand clutch.
let's go with the Brabham BT62.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all about that
It's a
car.
bold strategy, but I'm into it.
Yep.
I
I don't,
like
I
that
don't even
car.
care what the transmission is. I'm going with that.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Brabham.
It's a good answer.
That's my dream car, track car now.
I just do fancy things with my fancy friends. I wouldn't even do any track days.
Nah, I don't have any fancy friends.
He just
I-
You
I-
could get some if you had a 1-to-1, Robbie. You could have all kinds of fancy friends.
I'm a Nicky Lauda. I have no friends.
he just distracted.
We're aware.
I know. I got to go there all by myself this weekend because nobody's gonna hang out. Makes they're all doing endurance racing and not hanging out with me.
It is
Are you
interesting.
driving down there by yourself?
It is interesting that Robbie made the decision to run a full season, and then all of them were like, "Ah, deuces."
Peace out.
All your
There's like 8
BMW friends
people.
are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, John's not going. Booney's not going. Randy's not going. Fuck Robbie.
I think Matt's my friend now.
All by myself.
Thank God I got the
Matt.
Matt Thompson with the Mustang.
Oh yeah,
I think we can count as friends now.
I
Is this the
haven't met
dude you
him
couldn't
yet.
remember his
I wanna
name and you
meet
were in
him.
his trailer? Is
No,
that
that
that's-
was- I think that
that's
was Jordan.
Oh.
Who's also in the endurance.
He's coming though.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Okay.
I think.
There you go.
When are you leaving?
Friday morning.
Oh, see, if you're
Oh,
leaving
damn
Friday
it. I was-
afternoon,
yeah, I
I
was gonna
might.
say-
I want to be there around about 5, 6 o'clock. I mean, it's late morning, but
Booney's
Yeah,
taking
I
us to
get
get French food.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. I forgot about that.
We got to
without me.
I'm nervous about it.
If that's still on. Would you rather, Cam says, do a lap of a racetrack with the wheels that steer opposite of how you turn? So basically, you
Left
turn
to go
left
right.
To go right.
to go right, or the pedals pull instead of press. Also, would you rather live in Evansville or Florida? Because Cam lives in Evansville.
And
I
you
said
know
that
what?
it's the Florida.
He confirmed our suspicions.
He did say that it was
It's
true.
Florida.
Florida of the Midwest.
We'll start with I would much rather live in Florida.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
agreed.
so as well.
Agreed.
I,
Sorry,
Unfortunately.
I like Florada.
I've never been to
I
Evansville,
think
but
Florida's way more sideways than Evansville, but it's also warmer. So,
at least,
sucks.
at least the
It
weather's
balances
better,
out.
right?
yeah.
I think I'd choose the pedals.
I would have to choose
Yeah,
the
I-
steering wheel.
No.
I think the steering. Okay,
But
am
my-
I doing this for like YouTube views? Because the steering wheel would be hilarious.
No, I think this is like your this is your track day car.
I'm gonna do the steering
Oh,
wheel.
he did say a lap. You got to do one
just one
step.
My lap. I still think that pedals would be much easier to
what
handle.
course? NCM.
Just pick one. Yeah, absolutely. NCM, a real like a fucking long track.
Nürburgring.
Thunderhill full course,
There you go.
5 miles or something.
Laguna
silly.
Seca.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
Yep.
Yeah, go through the corkscrew.
I'm still going opposite steering wheel, and I think it's mostly because I severed those 5 tendons in my leg. So like
Pulling back.
my
would be-
strength in lifting my right foot back and holding things
Yeah.
is not good.
Yeah.
So from a realistic standpoint, I think I could grasp the steering wheel thing faster than I could grasp the pedal thing.
I'd kill myself with the steering wheel. There's no doubt.
I think that's what would happen.
That'd be
But I
one turn. No, it was the wrong direction. And that'd be it. That'd be the end
I
of
think
it.
it would be hilarious to watch.
Would you?
It'd be fun. It'd be funny to watch somebody else do it. Yeah,
Yeah, I could be that guy to do it.
at a reasonable speed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to go for it.
You got to build up momentum.
You got to have Jared Deanda yelling from the back, "Send it!" and then you go for it.
I don't want Jared Deanna yelling at me at all.
No, that's fine.
It's coming for you.
Yeah, he can yell at me, I guess.
Jaden wants to know: would you rather race '60s Trans Am or '60s IndyCar?
F1.
Trans
It's
Am.
not one of the options.
Trans Am.
I would say Trans Am also.
There's no wrong answer because
It's like Sunoco Camaro and stuff like
Yup.
that. It's as good as it gets.
I've been trying to.
I'll say Indy just because I'm difficult. Because you both said
That's fine.
yeah,
That's fine.
but there's no wrong answer. If you say want to race in the '60s, yes, that's the era.
Men were men.
'60s Le Mans, '60s Formula One.
70s is more my.
Yeah, '70s
My era,
Formula
but-
One's good.
all I could think about is just the amount of cigarettes that I would be
Oh,
smoking would
man.
be the best.
With our Marlboro
But
sponsored
in the car, like in the car,
Through your
racing,
helmet,
and
yeah.
there's smoke coming out. You know,
Not through your helmet. It's an open face. It's not a big deal.
yeah, nobody
Robbie.
cares.
Oh yeah,
You're basically wearing a tin can on your head. It's not
like
going to
a,
stop
a
anything.
leather,
leather helmet.
football helmet.
You pull into pit, and the guy
not
comes
the
in,
Give me that cigarette.
gets you a cigarette lit, and sends you back out again.
Nah, there's a lighter in the car. That's
you
closer
just
to
take
you.
your hands off
That's
the wheel.
closer to you than the ignition.
Is that the
Yeah.
technology that get transferred from racing? Was
Yeah.
the cigarette
Cigarette
outlet
lighter.
Yep.
This has been the most efficient way for our drivers to light a cigarette during a race.
Put them in all the cars.
And now it's available in your car today.
Well, wins on Saturdays or Sunday. What sells on
Sells
Monday?
on Monday.
Right?
Cigarette lighters.
Classic.
Back when alcohol and tobacco sponsored cars. What a great era.
Back when there was money in racing.
Yeah, that's
Just-
exactly
just
what it
saying.
is.
Back when
I don't understand that.
people weren't so damn
No, I
offended
don't-
by everything.
I don't get it.
Yeah, who cares? So,
Booney says,
Oh,
oh, wait,
no.
I got to say see more on this one. Let's see what all we got here.
oh no.
He says, I'll be an instigator. Would you rather throw french fries at Adam from a moving vehicle whereby the fries are slathered in mayonnaise or gravy?
God, I would prefer gravy.
I think the choice is mayonnaise or gravy. I think that the throwing
Oh,
french
you're,
fries
you're
at
throwing
Adam.
French fries
Yeah.
at me no matter what. Okay, good.
Oh, wait, no, wait, hold on. You have either a choice of brown beef gravy or breakfast sausage gravy, but you have to eat the gravy. You don't throw it. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Brown beef. But I'm also throwing the mayonnaise at you.
Ugh. I legit like if Katie asked me to make her like a ham sandwich, she'll want mayo on it. I can't put it on the bread.
What?
It makes me gag.
Do you not even eat like sour cream either?
No,
You don't eat any of that?
not really. Sour cream doesn't bother me so much. For some reason,
Mayonnaise
just
is no good?
Mayo, like even the sight of
You
it.
live so close to Minnesota.
I know, right?
How is that
It's
possible?
the least white person thing I have going for me.
You buy Wonder Bread.
No, I don't actually.
Oh, actually, it's really not that readily available.
No, it's actually
Wonder
no.
bread with mayonnaise, like with ham, has to be the worst texture that man is
Plus, it
conceived.
sticks to the.
I know everything's
roof of
all
your mouth.
smushy,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I'm gonna vomit if I think about it any longer.
Yeah,
it's like
that's
the
where I'm
worst
at with mayo, dude.
It's
So
the worst
gross.
consistency.
Plus, you could instead of getting mayo, you could get sandwich spread, and it has like relish
That's
in
the
it.
same shit.
Yeah, but it's way better.
but it's the same thing.
But it's
though.
way better.
You could make it though. You could put relish on the mayo,
But
and at
it's
your
never
house,
as
and
good.
it's
It's
the same
never.
shit.
It's never as good.
Same shit.
Sandwich spread is way better. I mix it with my tuna. It's awesome.
It's like special sauce. It's all mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard and relish. It's all the same shit. It's just different combinations of the same thing.
reconstituted.
I'm white. I don't care. I like it.
Yeah, we get it.
Basic.
Basic.
Extra.
Extra.
I like extra mayo.
He likes it. He likes mayo and
That's-
Starbucks.
My theory about
like
why you
Kirby.
don't like mayo is probably why I don't like mayo is that it was fine, and then at some point somebody served you a sandwich with so much mayo on it you almost vomited,
I've never been
and
like
then it's downhill from there.
I've never been like a toppings guy. I don't know why. I just have always eaten things mostly dry.
Oh. I like the
I don't
toppings.
really use ketchup, mustard, anything like.
Yeah,
Like I don't
no, you
dip
really
my
don't.
fries in ketchup. I just eat them.
Oh.
It's kind of weird that way.
Yep.
Put a lot of butter on stuff.
No.
I was gonna say, like,
Put
what
some.
about just moisture? Moist.
Moist.
What
I
about
Put,
moist?
Like, when I make a sandwich, I put butter on at least one slice.
That's legit.
I prefer mine like heated up.
Your cold cut sandwich.
I usually
Cold,
make like
whatever.
like adult grilled cheese.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I'm down with that.
I make them that way. That's more my speed for sandwiches. If I'm making like a quick sandwich at home for lunch, that's
Yeah.
probably what I'm going to do with it.
Okay.
Grill it up a little bit.
Uh-oh. Bill's blocking my list. Damn it, Bill. Hold on a second. Hold on, Bill. Pop-ups.
Damn it.
Okay. We lost my place. David would like to know, would you rather race a rally car or a stadium super truck?
Oh, that's not even a question.
Supercharged.
Stadium super truck. Do you not know what that is?
Of course. Oh yeah, he has to.
God, I don't know what I would choose.
Stadium super
Then
truck.
this isn't a wrong.
I feel like the margin for error on the stadium super truck is larger. I feel like the rally car, there's a good chance that I'm going to like tumble it through a wood.
Through a tree and into a culvert.
Yes. So maybe
But you would be able to walk away talking about how manly you were for driving a rally
There
car,
was a good point there.
and you would have a one up on us.
rallying was the only thing as a child that I wanted to watch.
I get that.
So maybe a rally car. Although stadium super truck would be super sick. But I think
How is that not more popular?
It
I mean,
should be.
we literally say
bad
this
advertising?
Every time we talk about it, we always
It's
say
not
it, but-
bad. It does. They advertise well. It's just not.
and it not doesn't go viral, but
It's
you know what I
being-
mean. Like
yeah,
it gets places.
It kind of does. It's treated as a feeder series, and I think that it's more just the way that motorsports organizers and promoters treat it is the reason it's not more popular. Because it's not treated as its own standalone series.
Oh,
It's treated as
should
a
be.
feeder. Like you go to a NASCAR race and there's a stadium super truck event before or after or whatever, or an IndyCar race or whatever.
Yep.
It's part of the weekend. It's not its own race like Rallycross is.
Right. Okay.
I think that's why
I
it's
suppose
less.
that makes sense.
It's not
That's too
so
bad.
much that it's not capable of being more popular. It's just the way it's treated by event
It's a sideshow.
promoters. Yeah, it's a
treated
sideshow.
like a sideshow.
Yeah.
Come to Iowa, I'll watch it.
you should also think about a care package for the Radical podcast with items from the listeners.
That could be
sounds
dangerous.
really mean.
That's mean. I like it.
Shane says, would you rather daily a full-blown race car, think F1 team to start it, F1 team to start it,
Okay.
or race a super boring car like a Prius? Think of it this way, Robbie. There's going to be a bunch of people at your house all the time
And your place of work.
and your work. And anytime you want to go somewhere, you
can't
gotta
use a
ask permission.
drive-through.
Yeah. You can't use a drive-through.
You got to do like pit stops for tire changes and fuel ups.
That's good.
You're just out on
People
235.
are literally following you all the time now
You get like halfway to work and you got to pull off
and get fuel.
and
No,
get a,
I
and
can't.
get a
it's
pit
not,
stop.
It's not that bad. I can make it to work.
I could get halfway to work. My 45-mile commute.
But if you want to go to the lake, for instance, that's going to take like 3 days.
Oh, this is the only car I get.
This
to
is the
drive.
only car you
It's your
have.
car.
I'm not traveling anymore. I'm just driving.
If you
my-
want Robbie to go somewhere with you,
have to bring
you
me.
have to come and get him.
But there's going to be all those people at your house all the time.
I'll find a way to start it myself. I'll build like a
No, it's not what he
No, it
says.
literally says in there, think Formula One team.
think Formula One
Yeah.
team. It is not required.
Yes, it is. It's in his thing. It's required.
He even made that specific.
No, think as
No,
if.
no,
Robbie,
Robbie,
no,
no.
Robbie.
I can automate this.
You're not
No, you
thinking as
cannot.
if you are
This is
an F1
2019.
team.
I can automate the whole
No,
thing.
you cannot.
That's how the robots rise up, Robbie.
Yeah.
No,
we
that-
are anti-robot on this show, strongly.
It's like the only thing we've taken a hard stance on.
Does it have to be a Prius?
Just something
I think
boring.
he said like a Prius,
He
so
said
it doesn't
something
have to
boring
be a
like
Prius.
a Prius.
But I get to race it.
Think about a
Yeah, but you got to race it.
Honda Fit.
I think that's fun though.
Yeah, but
But I think it's only
that
fun
would-
because
that would-
we've made it
Yeah, I
fun.
think it would count as boring though in this context. Not that I'm saying that's a boring thing to race.
I bet you
It's
can
not.
make
because
It's
I think it
absolutely
has
a
like
blast.
because I think it has like a bit of a sporty feel to it. It was supposed to be like kind of your fun subcompact,
right,
silly.
but it's not. It's not a
commuter
sports car.
No,
I think you
but
could make a dope Prius track day car.
I still think that the Prius C is kind of cool.
I think you could make a dope Prius track day car. Seriously.
No one's ever said that. Those
and it would be
exact words
fast.
ever.
Yeah,
No,
what's his
Toyota
name?
has
Or Paul?
Paul
Was that his
Sexton.
name? Yeah.
He autocrosses one fairly successfully, no less.
Yeah, he's
he
done
does,
well.
Actually,
I think it would be great.
Toyota races them in Super GT, or is it Super GT? That's the cars. That might be the formula. That might be the formula cars in Japan. Whatever their like sports
Yeah, yeah.
car series is. I think they're GT300 class cars. They're like mid-engine, and last year they ran with LMP V8.
No, you're good. Super GT.
Super GT. They're actually pretty fucking.
that's not the car you get though. Basically.
I know, but you can modify it. Doesn't say you can't modify.
Yeah.
You can't modify. You can modify the Prius, but I can't
You could
modify my
turn the
race
Prius.
team.
You could turn the Prius into a
Robbie,
full-blown race car.
Robbie, you're not going to all of a sudden automate starting and running an F1 car, because if you did, we would never hear from you again, because you'd be a multi-billionaire and you'd be living on an island
I
somewhere.
choose that choice.
Yeah, no, that's not in the formula that he's set out
Okay,
for.
so
us.
here I'll choose it then. Okay.
Okay, fine. If he's
So
gonna be that way.
I think that I would do the daily race car, and I want. Who do I want? I don't know if I want Audi or Porsche's LMP1 car.
Okay, fair enough.
I kind of want Audis more than Porsches, but I don't want the diesel. So I'm back to the Porsche. So I have that'd be tough, but one of the two. Although Nissans would be cool too. I think that car could have been great if they would have given it
Yep.
more time, and it was front wheel predominantly.
I want Jordan Taylor's Cadillac. I want his team.
There you go.
I win. I get Jordan Taylor.
It's a DPI car.
Have fun hanging out with all those people.
I don't care. Jordan Taylor's awesome. Roddy Sandstorm will be there.
Jesus.
I win.
Fernando Alonso.
Yep.
Taking the Prius. Hell yeah.
Way to be different.
I like that.
Do not call me for a ride.
I won't.
Okay, ever.
That's fine.
Dude, we
just
already do
saying.
that now.
No, I'm just saying, when he wants to go to the grocery store and he doesn't want to call 16 people to come start his car, I just don't want to hear from you.
No, they're already there.
Or like, hey, we're going to Grid Life. You're
Yeah,
driving, right? I'll be like,
live-
ha, fuck no. Get your giant rig and get all the guys to follow you everywhere.
Worth it.
You let me know in a year. Gavin
Yeah, I'd have like
says,
1 million views.
Gavin says, would you rather spend 5 years building your dream race car by bankrupting yourself or buy someone else's
What's that
project you were never 100% happy with, but you have it straight away?
That's awfully close to
That's
home.
exactly what I did.
That's awfully close
I
to home.
think that more people should consider buying other people's
Yes,
race cars.
I'm on that.
I
side.
really like the idea of my Z right now
Yeah, but
because
that
it was
was
somebody else's
But
race
that's
car.
a project, like hardcore. He's talking like buying
ready
a
to-
ready-to-go race car.
turnkey, ready to
yeah,
go?
like let's do this.
Oh.
You buy it today and you take it to St. Louis tomorrow.
That sounds way better than what I've been doing.
You just said you're not 100% happy with it. It's not perfect. My car's not perfect.
I'm never
either,
100% happy with anything, so that's
I'd probably
just
be
par
more
for the
happy
course.
with it than the one I built. Frankly.
Exactly.
Right, because then I go, well, I didn't do that, so.
Yeah, at least I can.
I know everything I,
can
did
write-
wrong on the
yeah.
car I built.
and I
The
can
car I
write that
bought,
off
I don't
as
know.
somebody else's fault.
Yeah. I didn't turn the 4-lug into a 5-lug by welding a 5th lug on it.
Yeah, that was that other.
That was
guy.
the other guy.
So I don't know how that works, but.
Yeah,
So, yeah, we're all on the
think that's
buy
where I'm
somebody
at.
else's track day.
Yeah,
tour.
I'd much rather buy somebody else's.
Build
But,
up
but I do
bot.
like building cars, so it's it's a.
It didn't say you can't work on the car. It just says that there's going to be some stuff on it that you got to deal with
I get that.
that somebody else did.
that's every car.
Yeah.
Andy wants to know, would you rather have a reliable tow rig or a reliable track car? It's an interesting question.
Tow rig,
But you can't have both.
tow rig for sure. Tow rig.
Yeah,
But-
you don't want to get stranded.
But
Well, you break down at a track day, and every dude's gonna come out of the woodwork to help you figure it out and get it back together, and it's part of the story. It's great. It's fine. You break down on the side of the road. You
wait
broke
for-
down on the side of the road.
you wait for AAA if
Yeah.
you have it.
Yeah, and you'll be there 3 hours, and your air conditioning won't work, and it'll be 140 billion degrees, and you'll be broke down in the middle of Kansas.
Ooh,
And it'll suck.
You don't want to be in Kansas. I'm telling you. It's almost as bad as Oklahoma.
Oh, dude.
oh, don't even get me started on Oklahoma. Nothing is worse than Arkansas, though. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't know. Have you been to Oklahoma? I lived a
I will-
year of
I'll-
my life in Oklahoma.
I'll be there for the
Yeah,
June race.
bought the coupe in Oklahoma.
I lived a year of my life there. It was terrible.
It's a year you'll never get back. Thanks a
Whoa.
lot, Oklahoma.
Yeah, exactly.
We gotta get some states to the west. Get some
We
states.
need to go farther west.
No. I mean, we need to insult some of those states.
Okay.
Like we got some Midwest and a little bit to the east.
Well,
but
I
we gotta
think
go the
it
other
sounds
way.
like I'll be going to Colorado this summer. So
Good. That state sucks too.
Enjoy your allergies.
yeah, exactly. Because weed and I are such good friends.
Well, even just the
The outside.
nature
Yeah,
alone was
so
going to
much
kill
nature.
you.
That's also kind of a shit deal. But
Enjoy all those hipsters.
yeah, that's the other thing I'm afraid of. God damn, you're so
Whoa.
popular. Put
Why
your
is
phone
it,
on.
Yeah, ours is
on-
on silent.
Do not disturb mode.
Oh, that's right. You can do that on the iPhone.
Yeah, you
my
just-
my
All you do is go
Samsung.
flip up and push one button.
my Samsung. You
it's
couldn't.
so easy.
My Samsung.
Wow.
You could
I
shut
know,
the ringer
dude. You
off.
don't even know how excited I am that he went and bought an iPhone again.
I
I
hate you
did.
both.
I got an iPhone, so now we can team up on Robbie.
What really made me happy was he went, sorry, Robbie, but the Android did actually kind of suck.
Yeah, that was the first. That was like so much better.
I'm so
It just works.
I'm
It's
too
so
cheap
smooth.
to care at all. S7.
There's a new game that just came out that was made by the same people that make Skyrim, and everyone knows that I have a Skyrim problem
Yep.
on the phone.
Oh.
They just released a mobile game, and I've been playing that a little bit. I don't really like it, but I've been playing it a little bit, and I joined a Facebook group. They released it on Android and iPhone, and people keep like, oh, it doesn't work on my phone. It's incompatible with my device. And every time I was be like, works fine on my iPhone. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the problem is. I
I've
guess.
just grown used to that because mine's like 3 generations behind.
Mine's
Always.
old too, dude.
Eh.
I had to
That's because
drive.
they haven't changed it since 2015.
I had to drive 50 miles out of my way to get this old iPhone, and everything still works just like Michael's.
No, it is not just like Michael's.
No, but all the apps still work. I
Yeah,
don't have
you mean
any
it's the
compatibility
Well, I
issues.
think you're just proving my point that his phone's the same as your phone, which is the same as
no,
the
his
first
phone
one.
works is way faster. Probably has way better battery life. It has.
I can't
things
plug
that I
anything
don't.
into it though.
Yeah, it doesn't have a headphone jack.
That would frustrate me.
So
But see,
locked.
right before I bought that, I bought Bluetooth noise canceling headphones.
Whoa.
So now I don't even notice it.
So is this like that's just your way to go to the gym and make everybody else feel poor?
Yes. Is that what you wanted? Look at all these fucking poor people. Yeah.
Nice wires, loser.
Fucking normies.
And the best part is it's noise canceling, so he can't even hear the responses.
I can't hear you, normie.
Is it Porsche logo?
No, I would. I didn't buy the Porsche.
Tell me about the Ferrari embezzled ones.
No, they're Apple.
Don't make me
brand,
put
though.
my Ferrari shoes on.
He does that.
I do.
What was the question?
It does. Let's move on. That doesn't matter.
Oh, reliable tow rig.
Tow rig for
'Cause
sure.
We've had you and I've had that conversation.
But if you had a reliable track car,
Dude, I would
just
rather
don't,
break.
just don't put it in the wall.
I'd rather break down at the track than break down on my way to or from.
Yes,
Especially going home because you're fucking exhausted. It's been
Yeah.
a long, shitty day.
I need an easy drive.
Yeah, I just want to get home. I don't want any problems.
Sunday
I don't want a
afternoon.
flat fucking tire. I don't want to run out of gas. I don't want
Have gravy thrown at you.
to have
exactly.
gravy thrown at me with French
That's good.
fries.
That was a good. Yeah,
That's
that's,
a good
move.
selling
That's
point.
yeah.
No one's throwing gravy at you at the track.
You didn't draw a bad card that
No,
day.
no, no, no.
That's
My
what I'm
point is,
saying.
I was trying to figure out what you would throw at people, and Booney's right. It's gravy.
No, mayonnaise would be stickier. Like you
Mayonnaise would be.
if I throw a
mean.
mayonnaise covered fry at him,
I
it
can't think of anything that's more insulting than throwing mayonnaise at me. I
Right.
think that
So
might
if you,
be.
And it would
if you
make 'em
cause a
sick.
traffic
I think
jam
that might
on
be the worst
235,
thing you could do to me.
You could throw mayonnaise at people. I've solved the
Plus-
thing.
plus when it's all-
it's been in somebody's car,
it's 110 degrees. You know how
Gonna
bad that's
who
gonna
knows
smell?
how
so
long.
bad.
and they're ready to throw some nasty mayonnaise.
You know,
at
they,
you.
they need to make it in like a caulking tube.
You just shoot it at people. Well, that'll be my industry that I start when I institute this law that you can throw mayonnaise at people on the side of the road. Is I'll make a mayonnaise projectile thing. And you just keep it in your car and you just shoot it at people.
Yeah, hook up on the window. You just whing, just goes
I mean, it's not high velocity. It's more of just
lofty.
It's a lot of volume.
But you got it has to have
I
some
think
velocity.
Robbie's got it right. With like a little like slingshot attachment
like those
for your
like
window.
those water balloon slingshots.
Yeah, they just kind of.
But you have it on either side of your pillars,
and you have a
and you pull it back,
like
and then
you
you let
pack
go.
it?
Because you have to fight the wind resistance that you're going against. So it has to go fast enough to break that, and then get to Adam.
It's true. No, not to me because I chose the reliable tow vehicle. I'm not going to be broke down on the side of the road.
You're right.
Michael's the one who seems to think that
No.
reliable track cars.
I was just making the point that, like, if you had a race at Newton, you could drive to Newton, do your race, and then come
Being
home.
a person that's done that, I don't want to do that
So
again.
you're
I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just
so
saying
you're
that that
saying
is an option.
you're saying fuck you in the tow rig. I'm just
Right.
going to drive
Drive
my
the car.
reliable car, my reliable race car everywhere.
Nope.
Like I said, just don't hit a wall.
He's also the one who just chose not to daily drive a race car, but instead race a boring.
No, I'm not saying I'm choosing that. I'm just saying in theory you could do that.
That's fair.
No, you gotta go tow rig.
Yeah.
My tow rigs worked great. My race car's not worked great. So
Yep.
hits a little close to home, but that's fine. Let's see. Can I skip some of these? There's a bunch of them.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I said that we were going to skip them if they sucked. So, at least I think I said that.
Hold on a second. Would you rather have any watch you desire, no opportunity to sell, or drift any pro driver's car? I'm skipping that one. Would you rather? Would you rather? Oh, here's a good one. This is still Andy. Would you rather be a great fabricator with no opportunity to be a great driver, or a great driver with no opportunity to be a great fabricator? That's a good question, and we've talked about that at one point.
Yeah, would you rather be Jesse James or Lewis Hamilton?
That's what-
basically
yeah.
what it came
And
down
I
to.
think I'd rather be Jesse James.
Yes. Didn't we all choose
No,
that?
because I chose driver just
Oh, that's
because in my eyes I didn't get any worse with my hands. But like if you're gonna take my abilities away completely, then
Yeah, I think it's
I just
complete.
don't-
am
I'm
I
just not
completely
excited.
am I completely worthless with my hands except driving? Then then it's a little harder.
See, this is the thing I love about Time Attack. I'm just not a very competitive person, and like, I can build a really cool car that's not competitive, and
Yep.
people will still love it. You
Yeah.
don't have to be the fastest guy there that day
Right.
to get respect, and I like that.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just because I don't know. I've kind of built all the time, and I never was the best driver, so I've always kind of wanted that.
That's fair.
So that's why I've always like leaned like, well, if I had the choice, driver.
I think that we live in a world where a mediocre driver can make up for it by having a really great car.
Yes.
So I can be a mediocre driver and build a great car and still beat Robbie with his great driving experience and his terrible car.
Yes.
Or you guys could team up,
Yeah. See how that works?
but Robbie would have to interact with people again.
He can.
Ugh.
I'll let him drive my car. I'll build it. He can drive it.
We don't have to talk about it. Just do it.
Yeah,
We can talk about it on the show, and then that's it.
yeah. Which we know different than what we do already.
That's called team chemistry, and that's how things
It's
work.
great. We know that we need to keep our space when we're not at the racetrack. It's fine.
I like to see Robbie at work. Hey, Robbie, should we have a meeting to get this get the spreadsheet
No.
done? No,
No, get it done.
Just do it.
just do the spreadsheet.
Be like Nike.
Yeah. If this can be solved in an email, don't make a meeting. I don't want to talk
So,
about it for a half
dude,
hour.
Don't even get me started about emails versus meetings.
I need to have a meeting to discuss all these meetings.
We need to have a meeting to discuss whether or not we should send out an email.
Fire those people.
Excuse me, sir. Can we have a meeting real quick? We need to fire you.
You're fired. Thanks. Get out.
Get out. Just go.
Now I'm going to send an email about it. See how that works?
To a warning to others.
This guy
I just
got
fired this
for
guy.
A meeting. Don't make it happen.
I'd like to bring
twice.
all of you into a meeting to let you know that if you schedule any more meetings, I will fire all of you.
I'll send this out as a
Get
memo
out of the
shortly.
meeting now. I'll follow up with a memo. Shirley, type
I'll
that
have
up.
my assistant.
Shirley, type that up. Thanks. Send that out as a memo. Also, tell them if they send any more emails, I'm firing them.
Anyway,
What
what's
else we got?
next?
Am I skipping the Adam LZ one?
It's not a would you rather. It's just
No,
a
Okay,
it's
all
a
right, I'm
question.
skipping
It's
it.
a topic.
and I don't care.
Nick wants to know, would you rather be teammates with Hamilton or Vettel?
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Yes.
He's like, I don't know any of those people. He knows them by name, but not by personality. I think as much as I
based on-
don't, as much as I think that Lewis Hamilton is a douche.
I don't think he's a bad teammate.
No,
Ba-
he
ba-
seems like a good guy.
Based on, I want to say it was, I think I'm wrong when I say this, but I think it was Lando Norris made a comment about practicing with him and was just shocked at like how dedicated and good of a teammate like in practice he was with his engineers and how helpful he was. I want to say it was Lando, but it might not be Lando. But it was just a young driver and and just talked about how great he was as a teammate, and I've never heard that from. And I could, again, this is total assumptions on my part, but
Right.
based on the little bit that I've seen and read, I'm going to go with Hamilton.
Vettel seems like an arrogant prick.
A little bit,
I think as
but
much
we
as,
might get along because we never talk.
as much as I think that Lewis Hamilton's like a douche I wouldn't want to hang out with away from the racetrack.
I think he'd be pretty good on track if he's
I
half
think
as
I'd rather-
dedicated
I
as
think I'd rather hang out with him than Vettel.
he has no idea.
Yes. Would you rather a 5.2 Voodoo powered Shelby Cobra or an LS7 swapped first gen Viper? I don't know what a 5.2 Voodoo is.
Is that a
That's
Mustang?
the 5.2 Voodoo is the GT350 motor.
So I can have.
That would be the
Oh, okay.
flat plane crank Coyote based V8.
Oh, I'm talking about Mustangs.
What do we
again.
say about
Are you
Mustangs,
sure
dude?
about that?
It might not be.
You wanna make that
Coyote-based, but
statement?
I know for certain that the Voodoo.
Are you sure?
The Voodoo motor,
No.
the
Okay.
Voodoo motor is the one that comes in the GT350s and the GT350.
Okay, so your options are you can have.
a first gen Viper with an LS in it.
Yes. I don't even. It doesn't even matter.
Robbie's like, there's no would you rather.
What's
here.
the? Yeah. What's the? You can.
This is the best car with the best.
First of
motor.
all, I don't even know how to work on a Mustang.
No.
I
what
think it takes
what am I
different
putting
tools.
the Voodoo motor in?
Nothing.
A Shelby Cobra.
For sure the Viper.
That's not the Cobra's not a bad option. However,
We kind of have like burned our bridges with the Cobra.
None of us can own Mustangs ever now.
I'm good with
Wait,
This is your life.
Wait.
No,
Is this-
he's
past
talking
the-
Shelby Cobra.
yeah, the 62.
like the kit car, kit car that we
no,
hate so very
no,
much.
No, that's a death machine. First of all, and secondly, you
I
can't
wouldn't-
take it to any good guys events.
I would. Well, okay, so I
No,
wouldn't
it's a
want
real
to.
one, not a kit car.
I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't do that to a real one,
Fair enough.
and I wouldn't own the fake one. So I have to have the Viper.
And you're taking a great car and putting a great engine in it.
A great car's a stretch, but I think it would be fine.
It separates the men
Actually,
from the boys.
I think a first gen Viper
It's
with an
like
LS7.
Worst car.
Can it be the second gen?
But if it was like a track car, though,
It'd be so much fun.
it'd be a lot of fun. I think.
I think, yeah.
yeah.
I think
Both of those cars are
600
death machines.
or 400 or 700 or how many ever horsepower is in the Mustangs. I don't know anything about them. That would be
Hey, at least we were admitting it now, right?
that would be terrible. You know,
sound great. It would
Yeah.
sound better
It'd
than
sound
the
good.
Viper.
Whoa.
it would sound. It would.
Dude.
It would too. Mustang.
Dude, the flat plane crank
Let's just-
V8s. Get the
Wait, are you
fuck
sure
out.
that they're hold on a second.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, he's right. It is. Okay. That was close. That was so close.
There's like very few things I am unequivocally certain about when it comes to Mustangs, and that's one of them. Also, that they're terrible.
Also, that the Mustang 2 sucks.
Is the third
Bad.
gen.
We can all agree on that.
Uh oh. It's not though. It's the second gen.
We said we weren't going to talk about Mustangs. Can we have this be the Viper podcast, please?
We don't know anything about Vipers either.
We could stack rank them.
We can learn Viper.
We can do
that's
that.
for sure on the list.
All Vipers are.
Somebody
are
suggested that we do Fast and the Furious stack rank.
There's
Joe
so many
Ooh,
cars.
I gotta.
No, the movies.
I gotta watch.
There's so many. Oh, the movie.
The
I gotta watch
movies.
4 because I don't think I've seen all of 4.
See, I would just feel like the first 3, and then you can do whatever you want with the rest of the other 4, because I don't care
We could literally do an entire podcast of that.
about how much I hate.
Yeah, just the movies. We could talk for 2.5 hours about all the 7 movies. 8 movies.
Is there 8 or is there 7?
8.
There is 8.
Fate and the Furious.
Oh, what a terrible
Fate,
name!
That hurts.
Fate of the.
Fate of the Furious. That's
didn't
a
even,
pun.
I didn't even finish that,
hurts
one.
me.
I didn't even finish it.
Oh,
Oh, is it out?
Oh, like years ago.
Wait, which?
It had Charlize Theron in it, and I still didn't finish it.
what?
Oh, how do I not know anything about
She's
this?
in that movie?
Yeah, she's like the bad guy, I think.
Fate of.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't remember. I tried to watch it. I think I was editing a podcast while I watched it. I still didn't finish it.
Is she really in that movie?
Yes,
Michael's got a confused face on.
because they're filming the ninth
Yeah,
one
she's
now.
in it.
What?
And then there's a spin-off
What
with,
are they
with
doing?
The
There's
Rock in
like
it.
there's a submarine coming through.
Yeah.
the ice.
I didn't-
Hunt
I-
for Red
frozen-
October.
I didn't even make it to that part. I quit.
Yeah,
There's a
they-
Lamborghini and
There's a Charger that they've modified to be like to run on the ice, and he chases down
At
submarines.
least I think they're driving the Lambo on the ice too. Yeah, that movie was bad. Just bad.
they're for sure going to be in space. It's coming.
Yeah. Well, then they made a Hobbs and Shaw movie with The Rock, and that's
Yeah,
like
now
totally
they're
a
doing
spin-off. and
spin-offs.
That's not out yet though.
no,
is it?
it's filmed though.
Now they're doing spin-offs of Fast and the Furious.
I'm not watching those. I won't do it.
And they're not even doing the spin-offs I want.
Doesn't Jason Statham have other stuff to do?
Like,
Like Rosie Huntington-Whiteley.
Yes.
That's what I would be doing.
Like, do you want to do this shitty spin-off movie with The Rock and
or
make
your wife.
some money, or
The hottest woman on earth.
and do more stuff with Guy Ritchie. I would choose hanging out with Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
Was with these people like you? I look sending me stuff from Bring a Trailer all the time now. I'm trying to do a podcast. It's Scott and Bill. What is wrong with you people?
Oh no.
I like those guys.
Yeah.
So
Any others?
Viper.
where
No, that
were
was
we?
it. I skipped some.
I got some.
Oh, that's
Robbie,
right. We got to do these.
Lay them on. Yeah.
You have 6 minutes, Robbie.
I have.
Gotta do
Well, that's
news.
fine. I only have 3
2 minutes
scenarios.
Each. 2 minutes each, Robbie.
And this is some of these are based on what I saw the other day. Would
is
you rather?
What'd they send you?
Hmm?
What'd they send you?
An RS4
Oh yeah.
wagon.
The wagon?
Yes.
Sick. Anyway,
Don't do that.
Robbie. Yeah, don't do that.
Would you rather daily drive your car with LED halo lights inside the wheels that are always on, or oversized spinner wheels?
Oh, spinners for sure.
Oh yeah, spinners are.
I feel like the spinners you could lean into it.
They've come back to being cool again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be spinners.
I had spinner
I saw
hubcaps on the Cavalier.
on one of the groups this week. Someone just got those like halos inside their wheels on their Mustang,
Okay.
and they were posting it on like the whatever
Fucking
spotter
Mustangs,
page.
man.
He's like,
Fucking Mustang people.
I know there's gonna be a lot of hate, but I love it.
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
was.
like,
Yeah. That,
What are you doing,
That basically
dude?
sums up Mustang owners right there.
it's just like a circle of light, LED lights in the middle of your wheel on all of them, and there's like no underbody lights or nothing. It's just that light. It looked bad.
I don't get it, man.
No, I don't understand that mod at
That's weird.
all.
Very weird.
Spinners for days though.
Spinners for life.
the RS4 is $68,000 already.
Yeah, it's many monies.
That's too
It's
many
been that way
monies.
for a few days.
Has it?
Yeah. Because I looked at it yesterday and that's where it was.
I also found out that the GT4 that's going to be at St. Louis is now in my class.
Aha, sucks to suck.
Cayman? GT4?
Yeah.
Cayman. 'Cause
Yep.
it's-
Who's Cayman?
I don't know, some guy from. He's sponsored by some estates. I'm like, wow.
It's probably because he owns the estate.
I would
yeah,
imagine.
He's the real estate guy.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, he was in production C.
He's the
and then they
land
bumped him to
developer.
production
Oh, that's
D.
right, you
I'm
did
like,
mention that.
damn it. Now I got to race the GT4.
You got it, Robbie.
I'll be fine.
You're fine.
I'm an aero car now.
LS.
They're very
Yeah.
fast. I can speak from experience.
Well, actually,
That's not fair.
It's not the same.
That's not anything to do with anything.
he has slightly more horsepower, but I have more torque. So we'll see. Would you rather?
Yeah, it's getting wild and crazy out there.
Sorry if people can hear background. It's like
Nah, you're fine.
the
You can't-
apocalypse outside right now.
Can't hear it. It's fine. Would you rather drive an entire road trip with one song on repeat the entire time, or no music at all?
Do I get to pick the song?
No, the radio picks. It just stops one day, and that's what's on.
It's gonna be Katy Perry. You know it is.
No, it's gonna be Maroon 5, and he's gonna love it.
Could be worse.
I couldn't listen to Katy Perry for
I couldn't.
how long's the road trip?
We're going to Grid Life. You're driving from Des Moines,
And I'm by
to
myself?
South Haven. Yeah, if you're by yourself.
Yeah,
for some
no,
reason.
I think.
I don't
But if
think
it was one song, you could turn it down. You know, and there's people
just turn it
talking.
off for a bit.
No, I mean like
don't
you can't
wanna
turn it all the
be-
way off, but it was in the background
I
and
don't
people are
want to be
talking.
alone with my thoughts for that long.
So you could do one song for
I
9
think
and a
I would
half
take
hours.
this song.
I'd have to go no music at all.
I think I'd go no music. I think I'd
have to go no.
I think I'd be talking to myself by the time I got there, but I think that would be better than listening to
You'd be
Fireball
carrying, like,
for
three
what's it called? Firework for 7 hours.
You can just imagine sparklers shooting out of her boobies the whole time.
That's not no.
That only entertained me for like 15 minutes, and then I got
Yeah, then you got to drive.
6 hours and 45 minutes left.
That's fair.
Would you rather commute to work every day with someone who eats poutine and talks with their hands?
Is this a specific person?
No.
Okay.
Or someone who vents way too personal stuff every day?
Does the poutine man share?
Is the poutine on his hands?
No,
That's a good point.
he's holding a tray of them in one hand
Yeah.
and he's eating the French fry one at
Yeah.
a time, but
Yeah.
he's talking with his hands
That's
the
why
whole
I'm
time.
asking.
He's making me nervous when he's doing that. I think.
Yeah, in your new Genesis or whatever new car you have at the time.
Is the personal information good information?
No, it's way too personal, but not like in a fun sexual way, like hearing like their sexual stories.
Damn it!
You're hearing
That's
like
like-
you're hearing like their sad, depressing, way too personal shit.
Or like,
Oh, I got a colonoscopy last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, or like like
explosive diarrhea last night.
they're talking about their argument they had with their mother. or the person that's shaking poutine around your car.
Is he spilling the poutine?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay,
feel
yeah,
like-
he's got to go. If he's
like-
keeping the poutine in, I feel like, and he's willing to share a fry every once in a while, I feel like,
I feel like my 3-year-old is basically poutine guy. So I basically live
already
that
have
life
that.
already. So I feel like that's
kids
probably
have no sense of,
cleanliness.
or space, personal space.
Yeah.
Every time I see a child, they're like, I don't give a fuck. You're too close.
Nose
You're
to
Too
nose."
close. They're asking you questions.
He's on the other side of the building. He's too close.
Hey, you stay over there.
I can't
You
wait.
with the child. Stay on that
I
side
can't
of the
wait to
building.
bring my kid places where you guys are because every time it's so awkward. It just makes me so happy.
We just quietly walk away.
Oh, just look at that shit.
Michael like tries to interact with him.
Hello?
And
What is... Yes. Sell or buy. I don't know. He's dying. I'll be right there.
Every time Michael tries to interact with him, it just makes me laugh.
How do I interact with a kid? I don't know.
Dogs? Love
Great.
dogs.
Dogs are
I'll
awesome.
totally steal your dog while you're not watching. And like forever. You're not getting it back. I'll move to a different state. But
You can have my dog.
don't leave me with the kid.
I'll take your dog. Dogs are always welcome at my house.
Picking up rescues these days.
Yeah, that's my house.
That's fair.
It's a house of rescued dogs.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's Robbie's sanctuary for
Yes.
dogs.
I think
Dog
my
sanctuary.
dog's about to become a health problem, so
Oh.
he's getting old.
Ugh.
So he can be your problem.
Does he make messes? I think he can come.
When he does, it's always on like
Linoleum?
linoleum surfaces.
Got him
It's
trained.
Never in
Good
cardboard.
dog. He's a good boy.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right, let's do some news here.
Oh, please.
Toyota is going to share 24,000 hybrid patents with everybody. Robbie, you can have them.
Isn't that the whole point of a patent? Is that it's readily available?
I thought
It's
that
not like are they sharing?
aren't patents to protect.
No, they're letting people use them. Is what they should need to be
Yeah,
saying.
so they
Yeah,
own the
yeah,
rights to the idea.
yes, but they're letting people copy them.
Yes.
Yes.
They'll-
I was
yeah.
gonna say you can.
They're sharing-
You can see them.
They're sharing their hybrid technology with everybody.
Yes, and
in hopes that
you can copy it without any infractions.
Yeah, they won't sue you.
we can crowdsource better systems.
We can build a hybrid car now, Robbie, in your garage.
Okay,
Uh,
I'm not doing that.
Love Fab, Cody Loveland, doing that.
Yes, he is.
The new
There you go.
NV
You
the
can
new
look-
NV8's going to have electric motors, and that crazy Civic hatch,
Boosty hatch.
Beastie,
Beastie
hatch. They're also putting electric motors in that. They're making it all-wheel drive. It's going to be
Call Toyota.
super gnar.
Get you hooked up. And
think
you,
this is great.
You can actually
Yeah,
call
no,
them and they
I
will.
also think Tesla did this like 3 years ago.
No,
I think,
So this is hybrid specific.
yeah, it's hybrid.
Take that
specific.
with whatever that means versus
Yeah.
electric.
right.
But and you can call them and for a fee that they will
Basically,
talk
help-
you through it, I
help
guess.
you.
I don't know.
Basically, sharing their intellectual properties.
But I wonder how old this information is.
Well, the Prius
Is
has
it
been
2
around
years
for a
old?
bit.
Is it a year old? Is it 6 months old? You know what I mean?
24,000 patents is a lot.
That's a crazy number of patents.
Just related to hybrid.
And how many of those, I wonder, did they even use?
Not
Maybe
all of
none.
them.
No,
Maybe
no,
none of them are
like-
useful.
No, because you patent an idea. You don't patent something that you've executed.
Right.
You execute it after.
There are people
Sometimes.
That, yeah.
Yeah,
That's just what you do.
I'm just curious if it's worthwhile. Yeah, I'm not saying it's probably not worthwhile. I'm just saying,
A bad Toyota idea is still probably better than any good idea I've ever had.
Yeah, that's probably true. Toyota's
except for their marketing,
nah.
doing
And
burnouts and Priuses and stuff.
Their choice in design language on the Prius.
Yeah.
So if that's what you aspire to do, call Toyota or look it up online.
Is this like good guy Toyota then, or like?
I think it's supposed to be good.
That's
guy
kind of
Toyota.
the takeaway is that it's basically saying we've had some success. Here's how we did it. We should all be better together.
Yeah.
Synergy.
I think that's cool though.
Buzzwords.
Ooh, synergy is what they call that system.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Thanks. Yeah.
Sorry, I
for
didn't
a
mean-
while anyway. That's what the Prius hybrid system was called.
Oh, I did not know that.
Synergy.
I'm sorry that I used that. word.
No, it's great. It works.
It is cohesive. One
We are one,
world.
Robbie.
One world.
The world is
No,
one.
we're not,
We must
though.
come together.
No, we don't need to.
Well, the manufacturers of vehicles can come to, well, provided they're within whatever.
We must combine as one hive mind and live
Speaking-
cohesively.
Speaking of manufacturers combining,
Ford, GM, and Toyota are teaming up with SAE to create self-driving standards.
Someone had to do it.
it's about time.
Yeah.
That's probably the phone call. Like, hey,
This is stupid.
this is screwed up. You want to do this?
There's at least a handful of people at a handful of companies going, you know what? We should throw some ethics
Somebody's
at
going
this.
to die.
Call Bill over at GM. We got ourselves an idea.
Set up a lunch.
This is a meeting we can have.
Yeah, absolutely. Send an email.
Let's try
This
to
is a meeting
expense
we need.
$4,000 worth of food and alcohol over
I
lunch.
like it.
Get it going.
We'll just see what happens.
And if you don't think those people aren't doing that, joke's
wrong.
on you,
You're
because I'm
wrong.
sure that they
Right.
did.
yeah,
There was a phrase at one of my internships. Oh, we spent more money on booze in a day. Just order it. What? It's a $5,000
where's all this booze going?
No, the company spent more money in booze in a day. Just order it. Okay, it's $5,000, but whatever.
Probably had a great internship.
That was the best job I've ever had.
Was that the one up north?
Bobcat, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know if you wanted to say it.
Nah,
or not.
just-
Bobcat
Fuck it.
would be fun, I think.
That would be a cool place
My-
to be an engineer.
I always wanted to be there and then transition to their testing facility in Sorrento,
Yeah.
Arizona.
That would be cool to be like a project or like a product development engineer.
Test engineer or R&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
at
That was
Bobcat.
awesome.
That would be a cool
Best
job.
job I've ever had.
That would be fun.
Not shitting on the job I have. I'm just saying that one as an intern was still just tops.
That would have been cool.
So they're going to make the Automated Vehicle Safety Consortium.
I don't like that word consortium.
Consortium.
Pretentious as
So-
fuck. They're not a group. They're a consortium. We're a collective. Fuck off.
Who hurt you, Robbie?
What collective hurt you, Robbie? Did you get sucked into one of those grocery co-ops? Did the crunchy granola hipster girl talk you into paying for a membership to buy your groceries? Is that what the problem is?
It was a gym. No,
They call it a consortium.
it was an athletic collective.
It was that damn grocery store in Ames, wasn't it? They got me. They got you. Wheatsfield got you.
Oh, I can't believe you know the name of it.
I just know it because the whole thought of that makes me laugh, and I see their signs because people.
Isn't that the one that had the buffalo meat?
It's crowdsourced.
Oh, then that's not the one I went to.
It's a co-op.
It's that thing that when you go into the grocery store, it's all the people that you think would be in there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
it
that's
so
the
is,
really
dude.
annoying thing.
It
It's like
so is.
It's like a white girl with dreads and like some dude playing a bongo, and you're like, I just wanted some salmon, man. Like, what the fuck is happening in
Fucking
here?
college towns,
There's
man.
no worse shit. Why is this ground beef $11.50 a pound? Like, none of this shit makes any sense.
It's grass fed though.
I just want to buy an apple and it's like $7. I'm so confused.
It's organic,
Aren't
so you know there's
people
bugs
broke? None of you people look like you have any money. Why are you in here?
They don't even have jobs. How do they do it?
But they work for the collective, man. That shit is crazy. And somebody's making a shitload of money in there. You know it is.
Yep, one-
The dude that
one
owns it.
person.
So those are the people that have hurt Robbie.
Nobody owns it though. Everybody owns it.
Except for some dude named like Dave Thomas, and he drives a fucking Ferrari.
Yeah.
Just cashing
On
in
the
on
low
these
key,
hipsters.
though.
All these poor college kids that think they're like, we're changing the globe,
the
man.
world.
It's a fucking collective, dude. Taking down the system.
Our parents left us with shit. We're gonna fix it all by eating organic apples.
Don't submit to the man.
Check out this bicycle I made.
All joking aside, though,
Oh,
the Ford, GM, Toyota, SAE collective making
No,
standards.
consortium.
consortium. Robbie,
The
come
co-op.
on.
It's a
The
consortium.
co-op. This should have named it a co-op, man.
Making safety standards for autonomous driving is a step in the right direction. Even if the first decisions aren't quite right,
They won't be.
at least somebody's making a fucking decision.
Yeah, and it's not like one company who's just trying to make a standard so they can sell it to everybody else and make a bunch of money on it.
No,
It's the people who are actually going to use the product trying to develop the product, and I think that's the right way to go about it.
Yes, this is 100% a step in the right direction. More companies will jump on board and have, like, even if it's like an unofficial like
Consortium.
that comes up with these rules that the United States finally will adopt instead of just having it state by state, which is,
I want these to be globally from the get-go.
or at least nationally.
This system needs to be global from the get-go in order to help it
Yes.
keep reasonably priced.
Yeah, if we could team with if the United States could team with like
The
Europe,
consortium.
the consortium could team with
It's
like
collective. It's all of us. Right? It is we.
if we could all
It's absolutely
combine with
we.
like the European standards as well as like our standards and then
Yeah.
like Australia standards or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
we could all agree. We're not a podcast. We're a collective.
We're a collective. This is a collective.
10 Tons Collective. That'll be awesome.
We did it. We crowdsourced
Yeah.
information
Yeah,
for the
this
show.
is-
This is a cooperative,
This
Robbie.
is 10
Well, the
Tons
funny thing is
Consortium.
like O'Drift Collective is awesome, and I don't mean to be shitting on them because that actually is
I wonder
awesome.
how long it was going to take for him to get there.
I think that they started using that term before it became what it is today.
Yeah. Well, I think it kind of
Probably.
was that at the beginning. Like it was them.
Yeah, it was literally like a group.
It was like, yeah, we need to rent a
Kinda
track
still
because
is.
somebody's going to go to jail. You know.
Probably still is to
Yeah.
some extent.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, so just to be clear, I'm not shitting on
Somebody's
my
not
friends.
getting rich off that.
You're not shitting on those trashy drifters. Is that what you're
No,
getting? at?
that's for you two to
No,
do.
that's my job, apparently.
Let's see here. Adam.
Yeah. Michael.
Yeah. You'll be able to order a Domino's pizza from your
Yes.
infotainment machine soon.
Soon. By the end
Soon.
of 2019.
They want it to be in millions of cars.
Millions. This is the stupidest thing.
It's so easy though.
It's dumb. It's so easy to do on my phone. I have the Domino's app on my cell phone
This is
right in front
That's
of
just
me.
it though. Now you're not using your phone while you drive.
You're
No,
trying to
I'm
order a
using my
pizza.
car. It's no
worse.
different.
It's so much worse.
Thank you.
Have you had a rental car that has a screen in it?
Yeah.
You're like fucking
No.
around,
No, I
and
have
pressing
not.
buttons and crashing into people, and then
Yeah.
then I got to come along
Or
and shoot mayonnaise
I
at
just
you.
go,
No, the
I
funny-
just go, hey, Katie, order a pizza, and she does it on her cell phone, and it's done.
Yeah.
We get
Or you
text message
stop
alerts.
the car,
Or you just make a phone
you
call.
pick up the phone.
Nah,
and you
dude,
go,
we're millennials. We don't talk on phones.
bro, give me a pizza.
Bro, like literally, bro.
Yeah. They respond to that.
Yeah.
For your $7 carryout, single topping Domino's pizza, they respond to bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Absolutely.
But the funny thing is, they are going to sell us like, oh, you're not on your phone. It's safer now.
Yeah, that's what they're
No,
going to
you're,
do.
you're just moving your text messages from your phone to your infotainment center. You're no,
Trust me, doing this is not better.
no, you're
It's like
still not paying
way
attention to
worse.
the road.
no,
No.
At least I can have my phone up in my eye line while I'm driving down.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, well, you can order your pizza at a stoplight. You can text message at a stoplight too if that's your
That's
if
your
that's how
jam.
you're gonna
Yeah.
do it.
Can't you text Domino's to order a pizza?
Yeah,
Dude, I have the app. It's so
yeah,
easy. It's
Domino's
so
is trying to make it.
painfully
it?
simple. Absolutely. Give me a second here.
Domino's is making it as easy as possible to order a pizza in every possible way. Phone calls, text messages.
So do you have like
App.
a quick reorder thing on here? Like,
Yeah,
can you
easy-
just
easy
tell
order.
it? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, you set it up as like a favorite.
Yeah, you probably can. I don't know if you can on this one or not.
So you usually just input what you guys want.
yeah.
Honestly, I've only used it once.
Oh, okay.
I've only ever done it online or called. And the only time I do it online is when I like do a custom order. And then go.
But you can order delivery. You can order carry out. You just click the button
And tell it what you
them
want.
where you're ordering. And it's if you sign in, then you don't have to do all
And it
this.
saves all your money, so you only have to do like 2 clicks. It's like Amazon, but the pizza shows up.
for
keeps
pizza.
It keeps your. And actually, they do a thing now where they have pizza rewards. If you eat any kind of pizza, you can take a picture of it, and they'll give you reward points.
You
for
only
it.
you only get one of those. You only get to do it once.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Is that how
once.
they're doing that?
So when you order 10 pizzas from Domino's,
Yeah.
you get one free one.
Yeah.
Now, if you order 9 pizzas from Domino's and 1 pizza from somebody else, you get a free pizza.
Oh.
So you only get to use it once.
Okay.
Don't let the ads fool you, man. Don't let the
Don't
man
let the man
you.
get you down.
We need to be a
Join the
collective.
consortium.
Join the consortium.
The pizza consortium, man.
Tish will get you set up in the drum circle.
I just want to know what other stupid. How many? Like, who else is going to end up on this app?
All of them.
Oh yeah.
Everything. Every app that's on your phone besides texting, because they're going to be like, you can't text and drive.
Right.
Well, you can do all
Yeah,
this
that's
other crap.
dangerous.
No, you could tell it what you want to say, but then you got to
You
read
can
it.
voice to text. No, it can read it back to you too.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, but then how do you edit it?
What do you mean
I don't know.
edit
I've
it?
never done that.
You just
Like when you voice to text,
you just send it.
it's never right.
you just send
It's
it.
okay.
Send
You
it.
just Jared Deanna that bitch.
Hi,
and just whatever
Michael.
happens.
Period. What are you doing
Please.
today? Question mark.
Please meet me at the bicycle repair store. I'm having my fixie repaired.
You normie.
Send.
It's gonna put fairy instead of
Yeah, right,
fixie, and I'm gonna
exactly.
be like,
What?
I'm driving. It's fine.
Just texting random people my address book, calling them normies and stuff.
my boss.
That's a real boss move. I'm using my voice to text. Fuck you, normie. Send.
My boss does not like me calling him. He'd rather text, but I'm pretty sure he uses voice to text, and so I don't get why I can't just call him.
That'd be way easier.
Right?
Why doesn't?
I call him a 12-year-old girl all the time because he always wants to text.
I dated a girl in high school that way. She was
Wait a
she was
second.
trying to come to my house.
Wait a second. You want to rephrase that?
Nope.
Okay. Are you an Evo owner all of a sudden?
Yep.
He was in high school too.
I was at high school at the
I know
time.
you said 12-year-old girl though.
I was
no, he was
I said
referring to a
girl I
girl
dated.
who always wanted to text rather than talk.
Yes, she was. She had never been to my house, and she was coming to my house,
Okay.
and she was driving.
Okay.
And then instead of just calling me and asking for like the last 3 turns, she texted me. So I call her.
In high school?
Yes.
That's before people had keyboards on their phones.
Yes. And she didn't answer.
T9,
and then texted
baby.
me. Oh, I was so annoyed.
How'd she not die?
It did not last long. The
Standards
the
for
relationship.
Robbie. Just so everybody knows.
Yeah, I will not text in those situations.
I
will call
hate
you.
texting.
I'll text,
hate
but-
it.
I will call.
Especially a work conversation because it can be accomplished so much quicker and more efficiently if I call you most of the time.
No, based on my experiences, I need that fucking shit in writing because you will screw me over if it's if it's not in writing.
Well, yeah, that's fair too.
Oh no! In the text messages you said, see,
Yeah, that's why you say send me an email.
But if you send any more
Dude,
emails, I'm gonna
I
fire
do that
you.
all the time. I tell people to send me emails all the time.
Oh yeah,
I've
absolutely.
legitimately said no. I need that in writing.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
No. I'm not falling for
Because
that.
I know that a month
I've
from
done
now
this before.
you're gonna go and you're gonna QC this job and you're like, what the fuck is that? And I'm wanted in writing that you told me to do it.
Yep.
Happens all the time. It's my daily thing.
Daily thing.
Anyway,
No more
Hyundai
Hyundai.
Hyundai.
says they're not gonna make a Genesis N line.
They're
So,
gonna focus on hybrid ends instead
in
and electric
the Hyundai
ends.
line.
Yeah.
I'm out. Damn it, BMW man,
It's time to buy an AMG.
Albert Bierman.
Such a German.
I know, super German.
I love it. He should've
Why
stayed
wouldn't you
in
focus
BMW.
on sporting up your Genesis?
I wonder if they're doing something else.
There's got to be something
I wonder
bigger.
if he's making a distraction.
It's all smoke.
Oh, look over here, and then all of a sudden they're going to come out with something. That'd be my guess.
that
There'll,
has to
there'll
what's
be
happening.
there'll be a performance Genesis. It just won't be N badged.
Call it a super sport. If you make a super sport Genesis, I'll buy that
A
shit.
Genesis SS.
Yes, I'm in because they have a sport one now. So if you make a super
Oh.
sport, I'm down.
What if it's a hyper sport? The Genesis HS.
I could be down for that. HS would make sense. Hyundai.
No, it's Genesis.
Yeah, but it's kind of all
It's
the same
different.
shit.
No, it's not.
all
It's
the same
different.
shit.
It's like
different.
Infinity, man. It's a totally different brand.
Yeah.
Those are some totted up Nissans, bro.
Yeah, but it's a different brand. It's luxury, just like the Genesis.
Yeah.
Just like your Genesis.
And
I know.
the Acura.
Yep.
Oof. List of cars I see absolutely no point in buying are Acura and Infinity.
And Genesis.
What's wrong with Genesis?
I like
It's the same
Genesis.
thing. No, it's the same thing though.
Well, no, I understand what you're saying. But I think there's literally zero reason to buy an Acura.
I'd rather
I've said
have
this
a
before.
Kia Stinger than
yeah,
a Genesis.
I think it's
but
silly that there's 2 different brands. It doesn't matter what brand. I just
I
it's
think
ridiculous.
that is the American public's fault, though,
Yeah.
Because they bought Lexus.
Well, it's like it's a
Well, no,
GMC
the-
GM thing. Or,
because
you know what I mean?
because we can't for some reason we as a collective
a consortium.
we can't understand that just because it's badged Honda doesn't mean it's shitbox entry level Civics.
It's literally the same as the
They can
Acura.
be nice Hondas and shitty Hondas. They don't have to be badged as Acuras and Hondas.
Yeah, but
Or
America's
Nissans and Infinities, or Toyotas and Lexuses, or Genesises and Kias and Hyundais. And
I think your Lexuses are the old.
but, like-
I think Toyota and Lexus are at least one step further apart. But
I
like
don't
the
think
design,
so,
the
man.
design styling.
well, then maybe Honda is.
Honda and Acura don't look the same at all.
I think
I think they're-
underneath though, they're similar.
Honda never put that fucking beak on the front of their car.
Right, but like below that, everything else is the
I
same.
think engineering wise, those are different. I think
I think old Lexuses, newer Lexuses are a lot of them are just Toyotas.
lies and slander.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
I mean,
But America.
they made a Lexus Prius.
No, my point is like, it's all the same. Like, yes, I'm agreeing with you. It's all the same shit. So
Yes.
like, what's the big deal?
But I think when Lexus originally came out, like the IS 300, the
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it
different.
was a
the
different
LS
car.
400,
Yeah.
those were not Toyota platforms.
those
Those
are good
were
cars.
Lexus cars. They were
Yeah.
completely different, and that kind of made sense.
Yeah, well, I guess when
But now
I'm
you're just
picturing the
churching.
new.
Now you're just churching up a Camry. You're not fooling me, at least. I mean,
Yeah, I
you're
guess I
fooling
am.
somebody.
I am
People still buy 'em.
This
I am
is
speaking
America,
to one car.
and it's about flexing on people, especially your neighbors
That's fair.
or other people.
It's,
that you
it's
work
why
with.
he buys the Porsche branded
Headphones.
Bluetooth headphones.
Yeah,
right.
Noise canceling. Don't forget the noise
Noise
canceling
canceling.
part, because he doesn't want to hear the normies while he exercises.
That is actually a true statement.
But I suppose at Lifetime Fitness, they're all that way.
Yeah. Well,
Lifetime. How dare you?
it's a no judgment zone.
No,
Judgment free zone.
No, that's Planet Fitness.
Planet-
That's where I go because
shoot,
it costs
sorry.
$10 a
Planet
month.
Fitness is for normies.
$10 a month.
He wants to be able to grunt and groan and
I
scream
do.
while he lifts.
I don't want to get kicked out.
Gold's Gym.
I like Gold's Gym. I don't go there,
he
but
does.
I go to Planet Fitness because it's $10 a month.
No, I'm with you on that.
And if I
one.
want to get like the water jet massage or like tanning, that's $25 a month.
I
But
can
don't want that.
justify $10.
and then
I mean,
you
I
can
would-
eat pizza there
not
too.
gonna-
You get free pizza on Tuesdays and then bagels once a month.
It's
can't
a fucking
afford-
conspiracy.
you can't afford not
It's
to.
a conspiracy.
It's a collective of gym
no,
people.
well, it's a
sounds-
collective, but it's also a conspiracy.
It sounds great.
It's the best gym.
That sounds awesome.
trying to keep you fat,
So it's how you get repeat customers. They're
right.
geniuses. And it costs $10 a month.
and it's so cheap that if you don't go, you won't feel guilty about
Man,
it.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, one
Conspiracy.
free slice of pizza isn't going to make or break it for me.
I love
What do
that
you
gym.
mean?
Like, in the grand scheme of my diet,
Oh.
one free slice of pizza from
Oh, I
Lifetime
see.
Fitness isn't going to make or break it for me.
I see what you're saying. What are you looking up?
Nothing.
You're
Don't worry about
Googling over there. What
I
are you
had
doing?
3 slices of pizza today.
Before I even got here.
Well,
Was that 2
because-
different meals or one meal?
Those 2 meals. Because so
He's double dipping on pizza.
it's dollar pizza day on Wednesdays at dollar slice day at Come and Go's. So I always get 2 slices of breakfast pizza at Come and Go on Wednesday.
I didn't know that that was a thing.
They make a breakfast pizza.
No, I knew that, but I didn't know that there was dollar pizza day.
Yeah, so it's actually riddle me this, Batman. On a normal day, it's like $2.50 a slice. But on Wednesdays, it's $1 a piece. I can buy 2 for less than 1 had I been there 24 hours earlier.
Then if you go to Hy-Vee, it's the
I don't like
nutritional day.
Hy-Vees. I don't like Hy-Vees
It is.
pizzas.
It is.
You get 10% off
It
all
is.
of
And you
nutritional.
can buy kombucha.
Yep.
Oh,
And
10%
protein bars.
off.
Protein bars.
Yes.
Quest bars.
God.
Where do you go if you don't go to Hy-Vee?
No, I said I don't like their pizza.
Oh.
In
Their pizza,
their pizza's
gas
terrible.
pizza's
Their
not
pizza's
good.
terrible.
Their pizza's
Terrible.
not good.
It's terrible.
Their take-home pizza's not good either.
No.
QT and Hy-Vee gas stations, terrible pizza.
I like QT.
So
about
no
everything
quick
else.
trip, but come and go. Yes. I hope
Only-
somebody's dying laughing
I
because
only,
we just talk about like it's called come and it's where you get gas and stuff.
yeah, it's
I li- I
ejaculate
live-
and evacuate. Okay, we get it. Ha ha.
I live in Cumming. I can't say
Right.
anything.
I only eat Come and Go's pizza on Wednesdays because that's when it's actually worth eating because it's $1.
Okay. Otherwise, it's
They
Casey's.
put hash browns on it, and it's got
You're talking just breakfast pizza.
the
obviously.
breakfast pizza. It's got,
The regular pizza's got hash browns
I
on it
don't.
too.
I don't eat the regular.
Shit's wild to
pizza.
come and go.
I don't eat the regular pizza. There.
Nothing makes any sense. Name doesn't make sense. Pizza doesn't make sense.
I just love that you can buy T-shirts that say "Come and Go" on them.
Yep. And hats.
Yeah,
It's okay. There are shirts that say "I heart Cumming"
I mean,
for the city I live
don't
in.
we all?
It is a nice town.
Good rebuttal, Robbie.
Is that it?
Are we done with the show?
I think we're done with the show. Robbie's racing
Join the
this weekend,
collective.
so on Sunday,
I'll be done. Hopefully by the
On
time
Sunday,
this airs. Well,
if
no,
he's-
one session.
if
left.
he's a Gateway, give him a hug.
Well, since none of my friends are going to Gateway,
You don't know that?
There might be somebody there that listens. It might
There-
come.
there's-
Yeah,
should be-
we
there
haven't
should be a
really.
couple.
We haven't done a lot of St. Louis things. There might be people we don't know there.
That's true.
Somebody will be there that listens to the show, surely.
Don't call me Shirley.
There's people that like will randomly message me like, "Hey, great show," and I'm like, "Who's this person?"
Why are you listening?
Thank you. And who are you?
Or like Andrew from Apex.
I'm always surprised at who listens.
He'll be like, "Oh yeah, I was talking to so and so, and
Yeah.
blah blah blah." And I'm like, "What the hell? Like, where are the?"
Don't they have something better to do than
Yeah,
listen
don't
to
they have
us?
something better to do?
They're clearly more successful than us.
The guy that won one lap. What was it?
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
or
He
3
listens.
years ago. Posted on our Facebook group asking about E85 availability because he's going to be doing one lap again and driving right through Des Moines.
And
He's a regular listener.
the guy to ask is on the group.
Yep.
Yeah, because he was the
Like,
first
literally
person to ever
the guy.
finish one lap with an E85 car,
Yep.
start to finish.
Speaking of which, just real quick, we're not doing official advertisement with Apex Pro, but if you guys want one, if you use that code that we
yeah.
used to have,
There you
10
go.
tenths Apex, you can still get $20 off the suction mount.
Do that.
And we're doing a little affiliate thing with them, so we'll get a kickback. You'll get a discount. You get a sweet
Yeah, hit us up.
thing.
If you are
Everybody
going
wins.
to any of the events that we are going to, we're going to try to remember to bring the unit that we still have.
I will obviously be using it
Robbie's
every
going
time
to
trial
be
event
using
I'm
it,
at.
but like Grid Life events or any of the TT events that we end up with at for the SCCA later this year, we'll have it if we remember it, which is probably a pretty big if.
No, we'll
let's
bring
be
it.
real here.
He said
I'll bring it.
if people know where we're going to be and they want to demo stuff and a bunch of people want to demo stuff, let us know because Andrew will send us demo units and we
Yeah.
can have several demo units.
We can get a few if we think we're going to need
So
more.
if you guys think you want to try one,
But yeah, if you see
let
me,
us know ahead of time.
like at TT events and stuff, you see me, come ask me about it. I will absolutely show it to you. I will let you borrow it. Just let's talk.
There you
So
go.
Apex track coach, excuse me. Pick out the unit and then pick out the suction cup mount, put them in the cart, and then use 10 tenths Apex spelled out, and you'll get that same discount that we used to do. So half off the suction cup mount. So if anybody has any problems with that, let us know. But Andrew said that should be set up, and then he's going to be sending us something hopefully for the next show. So I didn't really have that officially set up yet to talk about it, but
stickers.
we've got he was going to send us something.
They've got new
These are going
packaging.
on my race car, by the
I
way.
think he was going to send us the new packaging so we could look at it. But anyway, if anybody has questions about that, reach out to us. And if you're interested in one, it's also a way to support the show.
ApexTrackCoach.com.
So
Go
there
there.
it is.
Woo.
So we can talk more about your experience with it
Next week.
next week after you use it again.
Yes.
It's been a long winter, so
Just trust the lights.
I'm going to try to be at the autocross at some point.
Good.
I want to go, but the weather may chase me away.
You don't like those clouds, do you?
I don't like those clouds, Robbie.
I didn't say I was going to be there the whole time.
Booney would appreciate it if you guys were both there the whole time.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to happen. I have
My-
things I really, really, really need to get done
My car is not done.
before the madness descends.
Which one?
It works.
Both.
It's just not done.
Oh, okay.
I just don't.
Well, do what I did. Just take your chances.
No, because
That'd be
that
hilarious.
Do it.
I seriously considered it. It's just that surface at Adventureland is so freaking hard on tires.
They're all seasons. You're fine.
Yeah, they'll get completely destroyed out
No,
there.
they're like 600 treadwear. They're fine.
No, I
They're
don't. No,
400
they don't
treadwear.
completely just.
The Maximo
mar
was
those tires.
fine.
I will support this
Boo.
with you on that. That's probably
That's
a
a-
bad idea.
there's-
You should support your friends in their
There's been.
autocrosses.
I know Booney would appreciate this, but there's been times I've skipped that event because it is so freaking hard on tires.
That's why I don't like racing in Sioux Falls. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
I
Sioux
love
Sioux
racing.
Falls
I love
is
racing
a
with
rough
the
surface.
guys. I hate the surface.
Yeah, that eats tires.
Yeah, I like the fact that you can just drive to Altoona and
That's
you're good,
wonderful.
but it's so freaking hard on stuff. I've run
The Iowa
old
Event Center's got
tires just to run because it's so hard on stuff.
Yeah, the Iowa Event Center's got a better surface.
Iowa Event Center surface is really nice. If you want to,
That usually is more tight and technical courses, which plays well to me. So I've always liked Iowa Event Center races.
but anyway, it's too late now. But support Booney throughout the year, though, right? And the guys as they
If you're registering, if you are locally autocrossing with us, make sure to register under our class.
Were we the biggest class still?
that was what Bill was messaging me about before Scott started sending me
Bring a trailer.
bring a
things?
trailer stuff. Yes, we are definitely the biggest class.
That's awesome.
But I will not be showing up now, and I'm
Well,
in
yeah,
there.
neither
Not
will
that
I'm registered, but I won't be there.
so our
obviously.
class is smaller, but we were still like ahead.
That's fine.
So
Take that BMW.
yeah, your stupid whatever M thing.
What was there? I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. 1010's podcast. That's all that matters.
Oh, so when you go to register, there's like a PAX drop down.
Yeah,
and you just select 10 tenths.
Yep.
or it's like a PAX modifier or something like that.
Yeah.
You should be able to figure it out. It's not that big a deal.
It's just part
If
of
not, ask
registering.
the collective and they'll tell
Yeah,
you.
we'll tell you
what to do.
collectively.
Join our collective. Can we
Can we change it to 10 Tenths
Collective.
Podcast
No,
Collective
because
on
they
the group?
changed that. And good on Facebook, they changed it so that you can only change your name every 30 days because everybody changes their nose. April Fools. Oh, it's not funny.
Oh, that's
It's not funny.
Well, can we change it for 30 days?
I'm not totally opposed to change. You know what, we
Collective.
should do it before the show comes out.
What the? Yeah, I'm okay with that.
We can do it for 30 days.
I have a feeling we're gonna have a new banner picture by the end of the week.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
somebody better make.
Robbie won't get to be on there very long.
Oh,
Damn
no.
it. I was on there forever.
That was a great
It
picture.
was a really well put together one.
It was. This one's pretty funny, though. Him
It
in
is
the
really
80s
funny.
cars is pretty funny.
I'm not mad about it.
I still think that 80s Robbie would be a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
Dusty agrees.
That Dusty, he gets it.
I don't think Robbie.
Edit
thinks
group
that.
settings. I'm right here. Am I changing it?
Do you wanna
Yeah,
do
sure, why
Do you
not?
want to do it today?
I'm here. I literally just changed it.
Well, yeah.
10 tenths. So you can change your group name once every 28
Should we do
days.
consortium?
Collective.
Collective, I feel like someone might feel that's a little weird with the O-Drift thing,
No.
even though they're cool and we're friends.
Cooperative.
Co-op.
10 tenths cooperative. 10 tenths collective.
Consortium.
10 tenths consortium. Can you spell consortium for me?
Nope.
We should shut this down.
CONSORT
IUM.
IUM.
Yep.
Does
I
that
think
sound
so,
right?
yeah.
Because I can't change it once I've done this.
Spell it wrong.
Spell it back to me.
CON.
Yes.
SOR.
Yes.
TIUM.
Okay. Save. People are going, what?
They're
the
just everyone's getting a notification right now. Like, well, what? No.
All right. Now we can end after
Yeah.
now that we've done that.
See y'all next week.